smoke.
Alright, we are live. So yeah, last time you guys followed Prince Kareem into the sea. He got captured by the pirates just as planned, and you followed his drill through the storm. Something went wrong during the storm chase on the first attempt, and Bando, Kissa, Sailor number 1, 2, 3, and 4, and Blacksmith number 1 died, as well as Hadi. Grimlock used his Druidic Magic to bring Hadi back to life, and then you guys, after following the trail the second time successfully, managed to get yourself into Plank Town, a large city made out of rafts bind together. You entered there without any problems, although you did have to make a payment for your boat for it to be allowed to sit in Planktown. You made a payment for, I believe, 2 days.
Yeah.
And then you guys started exploring the harbor district of Planktown, where you saw that the slave markets of Planktown were very active. You interacted a little bit with the different NPCs there. Many of them, they were a combination of two short races. One of them was clearly a bunch of halflings, and the other ones were clearly the same species as Xerxes.
Mm-hmm.
You interacted a little bit with them, and Grimlock used Detect Thoughts to learn a little bit more about the area, and then they picked up a Minotaur, Bullbug, who they bought at the slave auction to save him. He did, before he was sold as a slave, managed to kill at least one trader. They went back to the boat to regroup and to inform Bullbug of what they're doing. And that is where we ended the last session. Now we'll start with Shamao having a stomach ache. Hairball.
Oh no! How inconvenient timing on that. Well, that's that then.
I feel really bad for her.
Yes.
Is there anything we can do about that?
I have no clue how to fix a hairball.
Me
This is not
neither.
a common problem for my people.
Do you guys have like skill balls, or?
No, we don't. We just don't.
Oh, you don't have any balls.
Well, no. Well, not really. Like they don't really hang.
Alright. That's good. Good to know. So, if there are evil lizard men that I have to murder, kicking them in the balls is not a tactically good decision.
Generally speaking, you're not wrong. Actually, yeah. Like it's just not very effective.
Alright. Any other immunities that I need to know about?
It is still a kick to the groin, though. I mean,
Oh yeah, it still hurts. Like kicking somebody anywhere will hurt, but I mean, like in the sense that like disables you normal humanoids, it's a bit different.
I have 2 questions. One, are we on our boat?
Yeah, we're currently sitting on the boat. We went back to the boat at the end of the session, just so we could talk
So
to Bulbul.
you're currently on. The boat is currently docked, though.
And 2, how is the current wind?
Current wind? Here the wind is very soft.
So, as you guys are having this conversation, you see a very lethargic-looking Amenhotep start walking towards you. Why was Shimao hawking up a lung, come into my room, and then pass out on my bed. You know I get very lethargic when the wind is this low.
Oh, I don't know.
How long was I asleep?
Like a couple hours, I think. Just
Sorry about that.
Answers, I think 2 hours.
yeah.
Yes, when the wind is this low, it's just very hard for me to. Oh, sorry. Anything happened while I was asleep?
Does your character know about the deaths of your companions yet?
Apparently
He
not
just
yet.
fucking woke up.
Oh, okay, so there's a second where like Grimlock is like put like that kind of like thing where like he's like scratching his foot against the floor, and then like looks up at you and goes, "Yeah, like
Xerxes just walks away.
don't get too upset about this, but yeah, Kissa and Bandito are dead."
I am not upset about. Who's Bandito?
That guy you brought along with us ages ago.
Bando?
Bando, that's what's not Bandito. Bando.
Bandito? No, I would be very upset if he, out of character, if his name was Bandito and he died, I'd have been mad.
But
The player would have been mad, but back in character.
Yeah.
He's a
and also several of our other crew members have also passed.
I am going to go. To where all the are the bodies still on the boat?
We wouldn't have chucked them just yet. No. Yeah, they would be here.
So while they're still talking to Bullbug, and I'm looking at this Minotaur. Hello, I'm
Hello,
Amenhotep.
I'm Bullbug.
Bullbug.
Exactly.
I have heard no. I have heard that name before from story. The do you know
Oh.
Prince Kareem?
Yes, we are good friends.
Oh, he has
Together we defeated many monsters.
Yes, he has told me stories about you. I believe. Well, something about someone, Bullbug and his sidekicks, or something like that. Anyway.
Yes, I have partners, adopted sons, Bull Boy, and the Red Bull, but the Red Bull went solo.
Okay. Excuse me for about an hour. I need to go take care of something. I am going to go down to the where the bodies are being stored and cast what the fuck is ceremony? Specifically on all of them, but specifically Kissa.
Alright, what does
Because I know.
Can you link ceremony, please?
Yeah.
I'll be back in a second. I need to go to the toilet real quick. 2 seconds.
Uh-huh.
You have enough spell slots to do ceremony?
Yeah, I haven't used any spell slots for today.
Alright.
And plus it's a ritual.
Yeah, but paladins cannot cast rituals.
Oh yeah, not in this edition, that's right. Let me 1 second.
Also, I don't see the spell in your spell list.
It should be there. If it's a paladin spell, it's supposed to be there.
Yeah, but you didn't prepare it.
Wait.
I don't see it on your spell list. Maybe I'm looking over it, but
Yeah, I'm looking for it too. Wait, let me get this right. Hold on. Yeah, it's a paladin spell, so it should be on my spell list.
yeah, but it's
Here.
not on your prepared spell. That's what I mean.
Well, what I'm saying is it's not even on my spell list right now.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It's not one of the ones that is naturally in Roll20. You have to manually enter it.
Ah,
Yeah, that doesn't
Because I
mean
had
that
to
you.
manually
Yeah.
enter it when I took it.
because I thought I had manually entered it, but I guess I didn't. That's fine then. Then I will do that the next day. I will gain it tonight, but yeah, I'll just prepare the bodies. Tomorrow I'll do ceremony. But I guess I don't have it today because it's literally not on my spell sheet.
Mm-hmm. Need a long rest for that.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'll do it tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. So all as you do research their bodies, they all died from a case of broken neck.
Good night, Kissa. And he'll do that thing where you pass your hand over someone's eyes and. Sorry, spam. Yeah, that's all he can do for right now.
Alright.
He'll go back up to the top of the ship. It's like I will have to get special instance while we are in town to prepare to put them properly at rest. But I believe we have a mission in town to take care of.
Mm-hmm. Priority number 1. Find out how these pirates control the weather.
Yes.
Priority number 2. Stop them from controlling the weather.
Mm-hmm.
And what were the other ones? Figure out how many slaves there are and save the slaves. Find out how big Planktown is and give information about its command structure to the fleet of Ambarak. Get that information to the fleet. Take down their leadership if you have a chance. If there's any treasure you can loot from here, take that. And then, last but not least, save Prince Kareem and his men. And that was it. So, how are we going to continue this? Are we going to go through a slaughter
I'm back.
path?
But
What's going on, Troy?
these gentlemen Bullbug wants to know how we will continue our work. Mr. Bullbug, they have told me they'd rescued you from a slave market, correct?
Correct.
So you are probably a well-known presence there and would attract attention, correct?
Correct. Nobody doesn't know the Bullbug.
Maybe you should stay on the ship a bit.
Why?
And if we, because if everyone knows who you are, and you are seen with us, they
That is
might
called
not.
deception. This guy bought me, points at Xerxes. And
Oh.
then he looks like an utter badass because I'm his slave.
That's
True.
also a fair point. The main thing we need to
okay.
do now is like gather information. We need to find out several things before we move ahead with any plans. We need to find out first and foremost where this whatever power allows them to control this place is. Second, Prince Kareem. And third, rescuing Prince Kareem, most likely. Outside of that, nothing else really matters.
I'm going to work on a little bit of the first. I'm going to try to get a bird's eye view of all of the different planks because we did find out that they work under different
Yeah, under different.
guidance, and only I may be able to pass to different planks easily. So I'm going to go and just sit down by the mast and go into Kara and have Kara just do a low, like a seabird would, that low swooping over the city, kind of looking for larger buildings, the market district we had talked about, the different
Yes.
the different planks they told me about, and just kind of getting literally a bird's eye view of things.
All right. Well, the first planks that you see is the one that you already visited, which is the harbor planks. Then after that, do you want to go with the clock? Do you want to go to the center as quickly as possible, or do you want to go against the clock?
I guess just to make it easier, starting as if the planks would be like 12 o'clock, we'll just go clockwise.
All right.
And I understand I can't completely understand what they're called or anything, but even just a description of what I see there, so I can note it.
Just to be sure, you said counterclockwise, or you said with the clock?
Clockwise.
All right, clockwise. Yes. So first on, you go longer into the harbor planks, and as you travel further with the planks, you see that there is one secluded plank island that looks like it is far more heavily guarded than any of the other planks, and the guards look very different from all the short people that you've seen walking around. A lot of them look skeletal and dead in that part.
All right.
Then
Um,
then we have the next planks. And this one seems to be a bit shattered around, but it is basically like a second ring around the entire area. And this has like a lot of open bars and houses where people clearly sleep, eat, and rest. And that's about it. You see people enjoying their lives there, selling and trading between each other a little bit. And then, as you continue the circle, you come towards another part of the planks, and this one is very clear. This is where they keep all the slaves. So they're all caged up and everything, and you even spot somewhere a sort of magic circle that your Arcana, like you've lived during the time of slavery. Those look like magic circles to be made for marks of domination.
Okay.
And then you made a full circle around Planktown. But if you go deeper into the center, you know that there are two other areas that are planked off, or that you could visit to explore.
All right. So I will quickly run to. I will quickly run to grab my cartographer's tools, and I'm not like drawing anything huge. It's just so that I have my inks and stuff. I'm gonna quickly make a little sketch, just to give myself something to work with, while everybody else does whatever they're needing to do. I'm just writing down, and just because it's my go-to language, everything's written in Dwarven because that's just my go-to language. How people instinctively have their native language, mine would for writing would be Dwarven because that's what I was taught.
Do you want to try and go towards those two planks that you haven't visited or haven't had a good look at yet, or?
I know that these people deal with magic a lot, and I saw like the summoning circle, well, the anti-summoning circles and different things like that. Can I just, before going into that, give like a low sweep and look and see if there's like any any glyphs or anything that looks like it's going to dispel any kind of magic or anything, or am I too high up for that?
You're too high up for that right
I
now.
figured I might, but that's something I can look for. And I'll have her fly up. I probably won't get a great view, but at least try to see if I can go over it and give a at least a minor view of those two planks.
Alright. Then I would like you with Kara to make a perception check with disadvantage.
If it's with eyesight, she gets advantage, so
Alright, that
just a
becomes
straight
normal.
roll. I'll take it.
Uh, 13. With a 13, from this distance, you don't get a good view, but the only thing you can adjust is that these two planks are both smaller than the other planks, and but they do both have a large gathering of people there.
Can I tell the type of people, or just
Nah,
too
you're
hard to
too
tell?
high. Yeah.
All right.
You
Yes,
have
I'm
to
just gonna be
swoop
more.
down and look very well to actually be a judgment on that.
Yeah. And I figured by now anybody that's paying attention would have seen her almost making a pattern, because she has to fly in pattern for me to see some of these details. So I'll just have her flutter off, and then I'll dismiss her and bring her back later if I need to.
Yes.
Put her into her pocket dimension, but I'm not gonna just poof her there because
That is
somebody would
also
know. I would have her
suspicious.
flutter off a little bit, and then just silently start drawing my little map out. Obviously, thoughts running through his head of everything recent.
Yes, but yeah, we'll need to figure things out. Also, I am going to do something before we start getting back on this platform to make sure that this doesn't come up and I don't have to do it because it's easier this way. So, uh, I will ritual cast water breathing on all of us because it goes up to 10 people. So I'm going to include just the entire party, including Bulbug. And
And Shimao for when she comes.
yeah,
Yeah.
for Chanel as well because it's a 24-hour spell,
Yeah.
and so I might as well put it on everybody I can. So I'll put it on her and yeah, those two. Those three, sorry. I'll include obviously current Fernier. I mean to say, sorry.
Are you finished?
No, that was it. Just when you getting that spell off for now.
Oh, he just said no. He's not finished. That's
Yeah,
wrong way.
he was done.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I said no, sorry. I said yeah. I am done. Without only getting that spell off mainly was the main thing there.
Okay. I'm going to go up to Omarosa. Omarosa, remember when you used to be the head of that underground slave ring, and then didn't want to give up your own personal slaves, and got arrested?
How could
How
I?
Question: how would you like to have a new personal slave named Amenhotep?
Oh, this is one of your best ideas ever.
Don't push it, but you see what I'm talking about, right? With your criminal connections and your previous background.
Oh, sorry, retcon. Sorry, just I would have also got Omarosa because she would be coming along. So just the press, I would put it on everybody who
Yeah,
is coming along with us, including Shimao. Sorry, keep going.
with your with your previous connections to the underworld, and this being a place with slaves, it would be easier for you to go around speaking to people than the giant man in the black armor who radiates. Well, no, I radiate fear now. But yes, you could already say I am a fallen paladin.
Oh, definitely. A fallen paladin. Every
You're
single
enjoying.
lie needs to have enough truth to make it believable. Now come on, slave. We're going shopping.
I have to do something. Oh, there's one thing I have to do first. I go down to Kiss's body,
Mm-hmm.
and I pull off of her a slave collar that she kept as a memento on her,
Mm-hmm.
and I put it on. Then I come back up. Is this convincing enough, Amaros?
Perfect.
Also, I need your necklace.
Okay, she gives it.
This would be quote unquote your symbol of power over me. She is a talisman. You made her a talisman, warlock. So her talisman actually gives her quite a few abilities.
No, she's not a talisman warlock. She is a Or you mean? Oh, no, you made her a talisman warlock. I thought you meant she's a celestial warlock. I got confused there.
Yeah, she's pact of the talisman.
Mm-hmm.
I made her a celestial warlock, and I just said that you can pick the, because I did not pick the pact. So yeah, so her talisman, I believe, allows her to communicate with and other things. Hold on.
You know, your patron
I
gives
have
you an
never.
amulet, and a talisman can aid the wearer when the need is great. When the wearer fails an ability check, they can add a D4 to the roll, potentially turning it roll into zero. This benefits can be used a number of times equal to the proficiency bonus, and the expend use are restored when you finish a long rest. If you use a talisman, you can perform a 1-hour ceremony to receive the replacement from your patron. The ceremony can be performed during a short or long rest and destroys the previous amulet. The talisman turns to ash when you die.
Okay. Oh, she has to add like other things. Okay. So yeah, never mind. No, you keep the talisman. It'd be more useful for you, since you would be doing the questioning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I remember. There's other like invocations for it, isn't there?
Yeah, there are other invocations that make it more powerful, but
Yeah,
she's only level 3 right now.
Level 4.
that's fair.
Level 4, yeah. Grimlock, are you coming with? We'll wait for Xerxes as well.
Yes, well, I'm going to wait for Xerxes, yeah. But yeah, I'm going to go with whatever we're doing.
Well, the
Um,
current plan is Amaros actually has connections with the underworld to a certain degree. At least she knows how they work.
Mm.
And I'm going to be her current slave, and you will be her other companions.
well, no, we've already somewhat sorted identities out.
Oh, okay.
She could be a passenger and you can be her slave, but I am the navigator. Xerxes is the captain of the boat, and then, well, Shamar was the first mate, but she's currently hurling up a hairball over the side. And Fernier, yeah, that. And Fernier is his bodyguard, and Bulbug is now his newest slave.
Yes, Leon Hands will not help with that.
So currently,
Omarosa, do you mind to be my master of slaves?
Of course
that could work.
not.
I will need somebody that knows a little bit. I've lived through it and dealt with quite a bit, but I wouldn't worry about knowing as much. But I'm going to, Frenier, if you'll stay close, and Bullbug, you know your position, and I'll raise my tiny fist up to him for a fist bump.
Gives you a fist bump back.
But I was
Oh, I'm
realizing
sorry.
something, and I no, you're good. I was realizing something, and I'm gonna take the crown off. They could recognize this.
Yeah, I actually, when you said that to me, I was meant to say to you about the crown was maybe just take it off for
Yeah,
now, or at least stuff it in your bag.
I'm going to leave it because it's going to be one of my ways of getting in good graces with the leader of this place. And unfortunately, for all of you, that is a meeting I'm going to have to deal with myself with my bodyguards. You already discussed Grimlock of being able to get little if need be. That's entirely up to you, but my first step is to start petitioning to meet with this Samwise. Because if I can be one of them, if I can get into his good graces, get in the city, and as I'm like doing that paranoid look around, GM, and I'm going to very visibly cast see invisibility, just out of paranoia.
Well, you do actually spot something now, where you're like, ooh.
Okay.
When you look into the water, you see that there's lots of invisible sharks in the water.
Okay. I'll while I'm there do without it, because I just kind of see them as like an outline when I have see invisibility.
Yeah, basically
okay.
you see now the fins.
Okay. Can I
But-
look and see if are they creating waves at all, or a wake where they go through? Something I could point out to Grimlock.
You can make me a religion check.
Okay. Normal, because my last roll was at disadvantage. Religion. Only a 10. I never roll good on religion.
You just look at it and it's like, they're just swimming.
Okay. I will still say, hey, Grimlock, be careful if you go in the water. There's invisible sharks.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's a good thing to mention because, like, I was half considering getting in that water, like,
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah, you cast that water thing on us. I thought, well, that'd be great for our sneakier people to get in however they wanted to, and I just expected to maybe see some kind of like how I go invisible all the time and spy on people. I would have sent somebody on board our ship invisibly to figure things out. Because honestly, when we went aboard last time, I was pulling that entirely out of my rear end.
Yeah, but that's
But
good
we
to
do
know.
know we're paid up for a couple more days, and I'm gonna dig into my stuff, get out another 100 Electrum just in case, and just I'm putting together what I'm going to call a quote unquote tribute, so I can maybe buy my way in to see Samwise if I have to.
Yeah, but it's a good thing you
But-
mentioned that because I would rather not jump in there and get butchered
Yeah,
by a
it-
bunch of
it-
sharks.
I mean, I'm not. Wow, that would have been such a terrible thing to say.
Very
I've
anticlimactic.
never seen invisible sharks before.
How
Yeah,
do they stay invisible? That's what I'm wondering.
probably the same
Magic.
magic.
I mean,
Yeah.
there are potentially ways to be invisible
Yeah,
forever.
yes, but
But I think it's like on the same. To be fair, what I would say is like they are using like weather controlling magic, so something high level shit is the best I could say.
Yeah, they have a very powerful priest, which I can kind of respect.
They seem to have at least some type of respect.
are we sure it's a priest and not some type of artifact?
Well, we don't really know. To be fair, we kind of just we kind of have to figure that part out.
Yeah, I think we've all kind of got our hunches.
So far, we'll just have to fit that. That'll be interesting to see. Also, Xerxes, what did you see while you were warging into your creature?
Just and I will show you the little map I drew.
Okay.
Basically, it's multiple rings. I wasn't able to see much into here. This area here was super crowded. This little island here, let's not talk about that yet. I haven't completely computed that one. And I'm gonna go to my notes so that I can actually explain this. These here were the harbor planks where we started. We have a second ring around here. This was mostly open bars and housing and stuff. It seemed like more of the just common pirates and stuff. This here is where the majority of the slaves were. It looked like they had some kind of magical holding pins as well. like how if I summon in my familiar, there are ways to make her stay in one spot. That
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then this here was a few smaller areas, but this is where I didn't want to get Kara too close out of fear with their powerful magic of them being able to easily dispel her or anything, because if she would instantly poof out, they'd know somebody was watching.
Mm-mm.
So, but there are a large amount of people in this area. I just couldn't tell what species or anything in these two areas.
Wait, did you say about the undead island kind of thing
I
as
did
well?
not. I said there was an area here, and I haven't quite computed that entirely myself yet.
Well, do you want to tell us what you haven't computed so that we could also compute it? One mind, two more
And
minds is better than one.
I raise a hand up a little bit and do one of those wipe underneath my nose, and I message to Grimlock, shit ton of undead.
Okay.
And
I'm
I
on
keep
it.
your gaze on this one, just so we are on that level of. I don't want to say it too loud because Bullbug might not know about it, and he's going to be a bull in a china shop.
Mhm.
I
I
look
will
at
send
the
a
two of
message.
you.
I send a message, or not a
Okay.
message, but use my telepathy to tell Amano Tap about it as well, as I don't want Bull, because that is a fair point. Bullbug is, like, not exactly the smartest.
He is our
Bulldog,
strongest.
your China shop.
Yeah,
He is our strongest, but we don't want to unleash him in there.
yeah, I'll also communicate that
While you
with.
guys are having their mental conversations, he goes like, Bullbug, Bullbug, da 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 da, Bullbug.
Boodlebug. But yeah,
Why are you singing your name?
Why not?
it's kind of catchy, honestly.
So I turn back.
It's how I remember my name.
I turn back to the two of you after he says that, and again, you cannot see my face, but if you could, it would just be like, "What the fuck?" And I'm about to say, "It's like, what exactly are you two talking about?" But before I say that, I get a message in my head.
Yeah, you just get the message basically like, on Dead Island, don't tell Bullbug. He may try to kill. He may try to run off. And I also take a really good like, just saying for the map as well. Like I don't need a copy of it, but I basically using my Outlander feature, which allows me to like remember maps really well. I'm gonna just try to like make sure I remember this, just for reference, because that's like the. That doesn't actually say about it. That says everything but what I wanted to say, didn't it? Fuck's sake, useless fucking thing. I'm looking for the Wanderer feature. Was as far as I'm gonna copy and paste in, but here. There we go. It's the first part that matters the most here. Obviously, the rest doesn't really matter at the moment. But just so I can, if I have to later on, if I'm like, I want to go to this area, you're like, well, you have to remember. It's like, well, I can. But yeah, I'm gonna make good note of what this map looks like. Well, this is good. Oh, this is this our is this Xerxes map?
Basically.
Okay,
So here, this is where you are now. This is the harbor planks.
Mm-hmm.
Then this one here is where all the undead are. This one here is where all the slaves are. This one, and this one, and this one is where the people live. And then these smaller two are the ones that he couldn't figure out.
Yeah.
So, I would like to basically use this. This was why I was talking about to Omarosa. I'd basically like to use this, but modified for the fact that she had some dubious contacts when it comes to slavery.
Try.
Which means no, that's not going to work.
No, try. You'll figure out if it works.
Harbor Okay, there we go.
Critical Role has conditioned me to hear if you can certainly try means don't do it. But you're not Matt Mercer, so sure.
DM, where was the undead plank? Sorry, just that one. Okay.
So, should we start in the bars?
The bars are usually a good place to start for most information gathering. So not a bad place to start, yeah.
It's here at the living area.
All right. Let us all follow Xerxes or Amaros.
Omarosa won't be able to pass between the planks. She's not a me.
No, that wasn't an issue though. It was you just have to make payment between the planks.
No,
Was the main
the
issue.
payment, and I believe they were only allowing certain captains and whatnot through the different planks.
Was that a condition, DM? I don't remember being mentioned that it had to be a captain. I thought it was just.
I didn't
Yeah,
say
no,
anything
it was.
like that, as far as I
Yeah,
know.
nope. It
If
was
I did
just.
say it, then I'm
condition.
sorry that
Yeah,
that
you
wasn't
had said
outspoken.
that. Oh, I thought it might have just been something that was done in passing that crew could not go into the other planks without their captain.
I think it's pretty much free movement because you got to remember, like, this
There
city is
is
essentially a
there
city
is
for all
like
intents and
places
purposes.
like you need permission to get in there, but it does. It's not. You don't need to be a captain to get permission everywhere.
Okay.
There's like a general, like
And
this is like a general,
if I
like
did say
lawless
it, then I'm
territory.
sorry that that's my bad.
Okay. All right, I'll take it off my notes.
Because if that was true, this is the most organized pirate town ever.
It is extremely organized. I guarantee you, they already know, and I also even say this in character. They already know how many people we have in every one of us. I
Awesome.
guarantee you, they know every single person on this ship.
Either way, let's get going to
That
the
means we
to
are
the-
famous. Well done.
Yes, Bulbug.
You're all right, Bullbug, Finir. You're with me. Don't let me die.
Of course.
And I will hang Bullbug's shackles off of my belt.
And we will follow you since you are the master of slaves.
No, he's the captain. Yeah, he's the captain.
He's the captain, but Omarosa is the master of slaves. So
Yeah, so she's in the back with whatever slaves we're bringing, and with Shy Mountain out here, I'll have Grimlock like right next to me since my first mate won't be here.
Indeed. Okay, let's go. Well, I guess we go straight towards wherever. I don't know on the
We have to
direction on
go
this
back.
map. Wherever
Yeah,
we
we
go
have to go
towards
back
the thing.
through.
You have to
We have to
go.
go back through where we registered.
by the way,
That's fine. I mean, like in the sense, like which direction I try to that. Just.
I'm wearing a helm, but it's not the dread helm, so that I'm not easily recognized.
Okay, fair enough.
You're now at the place where where basically you went past you're now at the registry and you see the different slave auctions already ready. Amonotep, just for you so that you know, you're now on the harbor planks where they do trade and everything. It is 10 times bigger than the current map, but I didn't want to make a map that was 10 times as big as this.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't see the purpose of it.
Yeah, it'd be way too much shenanigans.
And the first line is basically where they sell all the slaves and deliver all the slaves. The second line is where the shops and stores are that you can see here. And you guys wanted to go to the area where people lived, and that is here.
Oh, yeah, in there. Okay. So I just need to move past that way. Okay. So let's just start moving that way then.
You come towards a very wobbly bridge here.
Okay, let's take this like one at a time, just because like I don't trust that bridge.
Oh, let me help.
Wait,
Bulbug walks
Bulbug.
over the bridge.
he fine?
What happens is what Xerxes can see, like it's uplifted, and Bulbug is very heavy and big. So like the bridge goes down, and you see Xerxes can see that the sharks are swimming closer towards the bridge, circling there, and like looking super excited, like ooh ooh food food food, and then he reaches the other side, and the sharks go ah.
Yeah, as soon as he gets across, I just scurry across. Nope, 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 nope.
I call next. He goes after Xerxes
As
quickly.
Grimlock comes behind me, I just look down towards the water and watch.
I just follow Amaro's like a good bodyguard / slave.
Yeah, and then we keep moving through these crowds of people down towards this way.
You all notice that ever since you left the boat, Amenhotep has not said a word. Complete silence.
Yeah.
Although he radiates intimidation right now. Like birds are scattering if they come anywhere near him. Like normal commoners are just like, oh crap, he's scary.
Fair
And
enough.
he's also like scanning the crowd like he's a mercenary.
Mhm. Keep moving. Wait, Bulbug. Xerxes, get ahead of him before he gets too far ahead.
I'm right on it. I'm right on his heels. He knows where we're going.
Oh, I know. Just make sure to keep him.
Bulbug always charges forward.
You just like you hear in
And-
your head, Xerxes specifically, just like quote unquote, keep him on a short leash.
Oh yeah, yeah. And he moves. I'm right with him, just using him to clear me a path.
Yeah. Okay, I was making sure that was all. Because I didn't want him like charging forward, then slamming somebody into a wall, and then us having to go like, okay, we're really sorry about that, kinda.
But not really.
Yeah, that's kind of that awkward. Like, we don't really care that he killed you, but like, it's kind of we're gonna keep up appearances.
You see your desk, same as with the administrator, and you see that it is again a creature like Xerxes. As she looks up and says, "Hello there. How may I help you?"
We're recently arrived, looking to head on through to the next plank. I was told we had to register with you and
Yes, yes. Let's
make a
see.
little deposit.
Yes, you need a one-time deposit to get access to the planks per person, and then you have permanent residency.
Okay.
The rules are very simple. There are lots of planks over at the living planks over there. You can use all the facilities, although some of them are claimed by certain crews. You'll notice it with a large amount of guards. But if there are no guards and the doors are not locked, feel free to sleep there or eat there or whatever. The one-time payment is 100 electrum pieces per person. Or you could pay 500 gold per person.
Jesus Christ.
Or you could become someone's guest, but then you need to find someone important that'll allow you to enter as a guest.
We have 6 people here.
So that is 600 electrum pieces total.
That includes slaves.
Oh no, but when they're slaves, they do require a obedience mark.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. I don't know if we have that kind of money really to spend that.
Yeah, I've got plenty of electrum. It's just Xerxes is debating because he's gonna need some of this for other things.
Oh, we need it for the docking fees as well. Like, say we stay here for more. Like, I don't know if we'll stay here for more than 2 days, but there's obviously that chance.
Yeah.
And if we lose all, I don't know, we probably could exchange it, but it would just be very.
Well, if you could help, if you want someone,
funds.
if you want a hint about someone that might need some help, you could ask Fidan. She's the flower shop owner. She's looking for someone for a dangerous mission to help her with something. She has plenty of money to spend to get you access to here.
Oh, that's you. Let's go do that. I'm just saying. Let's go do that.
I'm just in case, because I plan on doing some scouting later. I'm going to go ahead and pay 100 electrum though for myself.
Alrighty. So I write down your name, Xerxes.
No,
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Captain Silvertongue.
Captain Silvertongue. And here you get a badge to enter the living planks.
All right, put that down. All right, we'll go see if my crew can figure out a way to earn their keep here.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. I'm not paying that fucking 500 gold. So I'm gonna
Okay.
start. I'll be my way with like back towards the flower shop owner, I guess.
I'll be hanging back now and taking this while they're doing their thing. I'm right on Bullbug's. Actually, hey Bullbug, lift me up,
Okay.
and I
Isn't
will
a
ride
He
on
grabs
Bullbug's
you by your
shoulder.
head and like.
Oh yeah. Whoa, that's a whole lot different without the crown on. All right. And now that I've got kind of a much taller point of view to sit on his shoulder, I'll just be keeping a watch up here. Like very distinctly on any of the ones that look like me, just eyeballing them for any details.
Isn't electrum less than gold?
It is normally,
Amorosa
but
says
not here.
yes.
No,
His
I don't
value
ask
is
that.
much
I'm not
higher
asking
here.
that question. I mean, no, I'm out of character. I'm asking out of
Oh
character.
yeah,
The
no.
answer is yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
the answer is yes, but this place is different with what they expect of monetary value.
Ah,
hmm Basically, what we kind of got explained last time was kind of it's kind of funny, but it's true. Is apparently Electrum floats, so that's why they like to use it. So, because gold would just sink, so they seem to value Electrum over gold here. So most things cost a lot more gold than they do Electrum, generally speaking.
and you have to actually have electrum pieces on your sheet, not.
Yeah, because we would need to have the actual coinage for it, which we mostly don't have.
No.
Yeah. But let's go. That's why we're gonna go do this. Hopefully, whatever this dangerous mission is, hopefully it's nothing too crazy. Um,
Okay.
but yeah.
So yeah, that was out of character. I was just wondering because I didn't
Yeah, and
have that
I
background.
would just fair to bring you up on speed on that one. But yeah. Well, come on, Amarosa, slave boy.
All right. I like that name.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep moving with Amarosa towards
Oh,
this
you
person.
also noticed that his main spear is sheathed, so you can't really see it, and he is
Oh, I don't
holding
think
the.
we would let you bring any weapons.
Hmm?
I don't think we could have somebody else carrying something. I don't think it would be safe to have a slave carrying weapons.
They
Well, to be
don't seem to be
fair,
nobody opposed it as far as you've seen so far.
yeah, and
Okay.
Bullbug's currently carrying his axe as well. Like nobody's been disarmed so far. And
Yeah,
he's meant to be
yeah.
like he seems to be like in the way that we're portraying him is as a bodyguard slave, which sounds counterintuitive, but often did happen. So
It was extremely common.
yeah, but basically we go up to this.
The thing
This
is,
is the right
like,
person
if you
to
were
go?
a bodyguard slave back then, you were pretty much better treated than a lot of people that weren't slaves.
Yeah, because you
So
usually got
most
this.
people didn't really oppose it.
Yeah, but this is the person we're gonna go to. This flower
Vidan.
shop woman. Yeah,
Yes.
Vidan.
Uh,
Hmm?
so this is a question outside of the outside out of character. These marks of the
Obedience.
marks you talk, yeah, obedience. Does Bullbug have one?
Nope.
No, he's a fresh slave. I think we like. I think it's probably like something we have to pay for as well. Like this is just everything you have to do here is fucking paid for. So we'd probably have to go to a slaver and get them to put a mark on somebody, and it probably does like some contract bullshit that would be kind of
And
shenanigan.
I take it some kind of magical mark.
I'm assuming. We don't know that yet, though.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's some type of like contract mark, like you make it and then it makes them obedient to you no matter what happens. Obviously by the name of it.
So when there is very few people around, I will turn to Omarosa and bend down over to her and whisper, "Madam, I think you should probably ask about these marks of obedience, since you are the master of slaves."
Oh, I
And
could have
he
told you
had
that. A mark of obedience is something that a slave gets on their forehead so that everyone can see that they are a slave. And a smaller mark is set on the owner. And basically, the owner can command the slave, and if the slave does anything that the owner doesn't want, they can just, with a thought, activate the mark, and then the slave's head will explode.
are they removable?
Yes.
There was a bit of a pause there.
Yeah, I was about. I was trying to think of how to comment to that. Back in character, Madam. There was a bit of a pregnant pause.
Mm-hmm. But yes,
Could
they
you
are removable.
please extrapolate, if you don't mind?
Well, there are two ways to remove them. One is by taking a knife and cutting off the piece of skin where the mark is on.
Hmm?
Mm-hmm. Yes, that is a way. And the other one is for the master to release the slave.
Uh-huh.
And that's about it.
Are these marks expensive, madam?
I had someone that made them for me, and then they are not very expensive, but I do not know what they ask here. I assume they ask some sort of compensation.
Maybe you would, while in the tavern, consider in your vast wisdom to ask about possibly purchasing
Well, we could
the.
ask here in the trade parts. Why would we have to go to a tavern? Let's see. Probably this trader here knows.
Oh, so I think I figured out where we have to go to the undead place, by the way, because I see the deathlocks again. I was like, oh, that must be the undead platform is over here.
I'm sorry, good sir. Sorry to bother you, but I have a question. Where could I get a proper mark of obedience or domination for my slave, and how much do they cost? Well, ma'am, you have to go to the slave planks for that. That's over there. Points to here.
Hmm?
And they cost 1 electrum piece per mark, or 200 gold pieces per mark. All right. Thank you very much, sir.
So incredibly cheap or incredibly expensive.
Yeah. GM, out of character. How much do I trust Omarosa?
That is completely up to you.
But okay,
Like
with my
you know that as a player, the only thing that you do not control of Omarosa is what she says. That's the only thing you do not control. Everything else, you are in 100% control of Omarosa as a player. So you can make your own judgment on that.
Madam, it might, if we were to get a hold of an election piece, it might be in our best interest for me to get a slave mark.
That is a wonderful idea. I think that will look amazing on you, Amonhotep. You would look so handsome.
I would remind Madam that eventually we would not be in Blanktown.
A woman knows, but a woman can dream, right?
I wish we had a camera right now of my face. Like, because I don't. Did you ever see One Punch Man, like Saitama, when he's looking
Yeah,
at
I've seen it.
who's saying something real stupid to him right now? Yeah, that's the look that none of you can see over the mask of this helm, this rusty ass helm.
She poops on the helmet. Boop.
Yeah, but
Of course,
can I
madam.
talk to this vandal girl?
Sure. Good day.
Hello, young miss.
How may I
Uh,
help you?
well, you see, my crew and I have just come in here recently. I am the navigator, and we are we want to get into basically the living quarters, but we find ourselves short on electrum and not willing to pay the gold. We were informed that you may have a job that we could do, and therefore you may be able to get us accommodation within the living quarters.
Oh, yes, certainly, but I do have to warn you that the job is dangerous.
Mm, that is fair.
I do not know exactly how dangerous, but the previous the previous crew that I sent to do this job did not return.
Fair.
But it is a very simple job. I am a plant salesman woman. I sell different plants, and I have discovered that there is a certain location where they have a very special flower, an Iltime flower. And I want someone to retrieve one Iltime flower for me, and then I can get you access to the living planks. No
Yeah.
problemo.
And where would we go to get this flower?
Give me a sec. She like pulls out a map and like points it out to you. Right here. That's about a with a if you have a boat available, that is like a maybe a 2-hour voyage. So you'd be away for 4 hours, depending on how dangerous everything truly is.
Mm,
3-hour tour.
okay. Fair enough. We are only a recent crew. Would we be able to gain access to this place all right, even if we did travel away a bit?
Sorry, could you repeat that? I did not understand what you meant.
Sorry. Um, we are a recent crew to this planks, just to make sure if we did travel away from here and try to come back, there would be nothing necessarily stopping us, besides for obvious things.
Oh no, you could just come back.
Okay.
If you paid the fee for your docking bay, it's reserved for you until the timer runs out.
Okay, fair enough. Just making sure, you don't want to accidentally leave and then somebody dock in your dock and you're just like, oh, well, shit.
Nah, that doesn't work like that.
Well, that's good to know. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Yeah, we could see
I
about
will
doing
say
that.
though, if those other guys do come back before you guys come back, then deals off.
That is fair. Thank you for your time.
No problem. Would you like to
Um,
buy a flower?
what do you got?
I have seaweed and the starfish.
That's not a flower.
Do you have any coral?
That I have too.
I Can I look it over and see if there's any that's not necessarily fancy or anything? Just I have an idea in my head that I can use a piece of coral for. So,
Does she have any actual flowers?
Yeah, sea flowers most of the part.
what would be fist-sized for Xerxes? So, like golf ball sized. not a huge piece, but something I could do some work on.
She like looks like, and she says, "How about one electrum piece?
I'll turn
Or if you don't have that, you can give me 50 gold."
He's actually going to look like he's debating which one he wants to do. And I will look at Fernier and kind of meet her gaze. I will just snap. Because she carries my money.
She pulls it out.
And I will take the one and hand it to her.
Thank you very much.
Indeed. What was your name? I'm
Fidan.
Captain Silvertongue of the Last Resort.
My name is Fidan.
It is a pleasure. And as she hands me the coral, I'll take her hand and kind of meet her gaze. Can I tell with an insight check? Is she just a nice shop owner?
Yeah, go ahead.
Normal. Insight.
She seems like a perfectly fine, friendly person.
Okay.
As you
I'm not sure.
as you give her the money, she says, "May Heka bless your journeys with safety."
And I just pause. There's like no movement. There's just.
As she like turns around and starts arranging a piece of flour again.
My holy symbol isn't out, is it?
Nope.
And like the main one I've talked about Hecate to is Grimlock, so I'm just gonna turn and look at Grimlock, see if I can tell if he overheard what she just said.
I would have heard it probably.
Yeah,
but
you're like only 10 feet away from the conversation.
I don't know. Grimlock would have shrugged just.
You know how there are conversations and then you're like, there's no way that was what was said.
Grimlock was like he says in your head, I heard it, but I don't know why she would know that.
I'm the only person I've ever met that even my uncles didn't directly follow.
Well, you can't talk back to me in the one I sent. Sorry.
No. He's mumbling this.
Oh,
audibly.
okay. Yes.
Like the captain disguise has dropped and he is mumbling again.
I just go like, Bullbug, come along. We're going back to the boat. Bring along Xerxes.
Okay. He grabs Xerxes by the head again.
That's attached.
That's good. That would be really bad if it wasn't.
Yeah.
I owe you an apology.
I look at the rest of
the where I'm setting it on his shoulder, I just kind of ruffle his mane a little bit. Are there looks that we get?
Oh yeah, there's like people looking strangely at it. Yeah.
This guy who less than an hour ago murdered 3 people.
Let's just get back.
And if we go past the whiz again, I just eyeball him again.
He eyeballs you back with the mean.
So who is this guy?
I will use prestidigitation to make the sound of a cat real close to just one of those cat hisses.
Looks around, panicked. Where you go? Where you go?
Just for your information, Tariq, basically last session he was the guy we outbid for Bullbug.
We just chime out and intimidate him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of figured when you used the cat hissing noise to scare him.
We're gonna get back to the boat. I just go like, yeah, we gotta go get like a flower, and we should be able to get back here easily enough.
So, Kissa, could you? You're coming with us, aren't you?
Who's coming with? Sorry.
We're all going to get the flower. He just said good luck, like he's not coming with us.
Actually, you're not coming.
He was considering staying here because I can do better scouting alone, but if you guys think you'll need me,
I kind of don't want to break up the party right now, especially since you are very important in this particular operation. And if you are by yourself, we are going to have issues when we get back.
Yeah,
Is my thinking.
there's a fair point to, like, if you get caught or something like that, there's no backup for you.
and I pointed Bullbug
Yeah, but you need to, like, but still, even then, it's still like a massive risk.
into near. I've got
That-
my muscle.
Oh, I know, I understand that, but we also will need that muscle possibly. So, like, it's kind of like splitting the group may be not an ideal situation.
Especially now that we don't have Shamal's muscle or intellect. Because she's over there. That is the biggest hairball.
I just pictured Hori patting her on the back.
Now,
Yeah,
Ori's not
that's
here.
what exactly.
He left
yeah.
Ori behind
Yeah.
to keep him
Yeah,
alive.
otherwise he would have died.
Yeah,
He would have should have died from the ship last time.
It's Shania or something. Patting her on the back. It's like this is the third one.
The doctor is helping her.
Yeah, the doctor's helping her. Kissa, could you come here a moment?
Kiss.
Amorosa says to you,
Not Kissa. Not Kissa.
Kissa is dead, Amonhotep.
I was readying my holy symbol for turn undead.
That'd be
What's the
awkward.
other one's name?
Techbeth.
Techbet. It's like, of course I would get that wrong. Dude, the mask is off now and he looks so fucking bad.
Mm-hmm.
Techbeth, I mean. Techbeth, could you come here for a moment?
Sure.
I apologize for saying the wrong name. As you know, I just
Do not
learned of her
worry.
passing.
I am also grieving her. It's been a
So-
long 5 years together.
It has. So, you're not going to like this. When we get back, Amaros is going to have a slave mark put on me. Now, if for some reason my head explodes, or I don't come back alive after the mark is put on me, you have my permission to kill her.
She nods and looks at her. Looks at Amorosa with an evil grin.
Slowly, and with a mustard sauce. It's like, well, Xerxes did mention something about invisible sharks.
Yes. But overall, Xerxes, I do believe it to be best that we stick together. I don't think splitting people up is a good idea, because this is fair warning. She said this was dangerous, so I wouldn't want to go and us not come back with the ship and then you be left on the docks. Maybe an
And-
awkward situation that way as well.
Also, you are our main caster. And sadly,
Oh.
she also mentioned there was another
I
group.
don't have any combat or healing
Well,
spells prepared for the day.
Yes, I understand that Amaros would do the healing. But sadly, she mentioned there is another group of adventurers out there looking for these flowers. And it may come down to your silver tongue to deal with them. Especially if there are any members of your specific delineation with them.
I mean, if they went for it first, but I understand where you're coming from.
I'd just rather not have a fight if I don't have to. Plus, you're our favorite person. Why wouldn't we want you to come with?
Because I am more useful doing what I do best. But I'll go ahead. Just when we get back, I will probably be splitting off because there are things that only I am going to be able to accomplish here.
That is fine. It's just I don't want your retreat to be cut off as such.
Yes.
I
Like we
I,
can
I
do.
have ways, but I understand.
But I think we should get going. It should only take us a few hours, and then we'll be back quick enough.
I'll follow behind. You guys can do your thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I go to payment and I tell him the directions because I was the one who looked at the map and I know them because of the thing I said I was using earlier. Just go like, yes, this is the way we need to go. Just move the ship out.
Alright, there we go.
3-hour tour.
As he makes his way out and starts sailing away, it is a 2-hour travel. If people want to take a short rest, they can.
I don't think there's anything I can actually. Don't think I recover anything on a short rest. I haven't used anything that was that way wise, but yeah.
I have
I'm
used
gonna recover
absolutely
spells.
nothing because all we did was talk.
I've used spells, so I'm going to use
Arcane recovery.
Arcane Recovery and Harness Arcane Power and get some spell slots back.
Fair enough.
And the 2 hours go off without a hitch, as you're now somewhere in the middle of the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Is there an island here, or are we just in the middle of the ocean?
You're in the middle of the ocean. You see no island.
I look into the water. Do I see anything in the water?
It's pretty deep water.
I feel like I've made a mistake somewhere in this. I get in the water.
Alright. As you start swimming in the water, you want to go lower?
I'm basically scanning around, like putting my head underneath because I've got the water breathing spell too, so I'm
Yes.
all right that way.
I'm gonna go with him.
Alright. Go deeper with him. You see, from above, you see that there's the light goes into the water from above, and you can see the bottom a bit. And there you can see that there are lots of different flowers underneath the seaboard that just can be picked up. No problemo.
Okay. I'm gonna come
All
back
right.
up
Are we
first.
scanning for other ships or anything?
So we come back aboard. I will look at the others. It's like so. We didn't get a whole lot of information from the young lady.
Yeah, that was my fault. Sorry on that one. Genuinely, just didn't think about it too much. Should have asked more about it.
Yes, she just said it was dangerous and picked some flowers.
She wanted like one of the flowers, or like maybe any flower down there. Did they all look like similar, or are they all
No,
different?
they were all different flowers.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to take like handfuls and see what we can do about that because that's my fault. Like I kind of biffed it on this one,
They
guys.
called it the Ultima flower, and that was about all the information you got out of her.
Yeah, I didn't think about it too hard. I'll be honest.
Like, she probably just assumed that you know what an Ultima flower was.
Could I
Well,
could I
do
make
you?
a nature check or anything if I
Sure,
don't?
you can make a nature check. That's no problem.
Yeah, sure. I'll be honest, yeah. I was just kind of wanting to get to the next bit, so I didn't. Can I at least guidance myself for this?
Sure, sure.
So what?
Take
So
a
what I'm
moment
like,
to think very deeply. An Ultima flower, an Ultima flower, an Ultima flower.
Oh boy, that's a theme.
so
I do have an
Uh,
inspiration, so I'm gonna. Is it inspiration give advantage or is it just a reroll? I couldn't
it's
remember.
basically in my games, it's a reroll.
Okay, so it's
you
a
can give
9.
yourself guidance.
I did give myself guidance. I got a 4, so that's fine. But a reroll may be worth it, but it also may not be worth it because it's a
You don't know.
Is a 13 enough to know a flower? That is the questions we need to ask ourselves. I'm gonna do it.
It is a.
Oh, there we go. It's better.
A 16 is good enough to know what an Ultima flower looks like.
Thank
And that
fuck.
they are very rare.
I'm
I
so
was
sorry, guys. This is my
And
fault.
with that, you know that they generally grow in Hydra nests.
Oh, lovely.
crap.
That's good to know.
So I was like, if you had kept that like 9, I was legitimately like, "What? You don't know that?
Well, I didn't think about it. I got like, okay,
But
I
you
know it.
don't
I know
know
what an
that,
ultimate.
Grimlock?"
I know what an ultimate flower is, and I also know where it's layered. So we gotta watch out for that part. Okay.
Grimlock, I consider us friends, and I put
Mhm.
my hands on both of your shoulders.
Mhm.
I know you're a man of few words. You're going
Yes.
to need more words next time before taking dangerous missions. What
Yeah.
if we didn't have
That,
water breathing?
you know, to be fair, genuinely, that's my bad. That is my bad. But I think yes. Okay, let's get back to okay. So we're back here. So basically, though, I do have a plan. Like, we don't really need to fight. If like, let's put it this way. I know that I'm going to tell you this straight, buddy. There's like Hydra probably down there, but I've got a plan for that. Because if I cast uh, Water Walk, it'll just shoot us all up to the surface at like Mach 10. So like, to be fair, we should be able to get away from it pretty quickly.
Uh, so I have locate objects. Uh, hold on 1 second. I know the name of this object, and it within 1,000 feet, and it lasts for 10 minutes. It's like I can help us find this Ultima flower. I can
Okay.
take us straight to it, actually.
Like, do we like? What do we think we want to do here? Do we want to like just be like? Because we get again. I think the best idea is just to get away, not like fight it. So,
Yeah, I think we should get it and get the fuck out.
hmm. But do we bring other
Uh,
people with us, or just me and you?
I think we bring all the other people in case we have to fight.
Hmm. I think we at least like it's actually
Morose
not.
says,
I
how
don't
many people can you put on the walk on water spell?
10.
Alright, now that's your limit to how many people you can bring maximum.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a pretty convenient way. That way, so this guy's like, I was looking, I was like, yeah, make sure I can actually take people. I looked at it and I was like, yeah, okay, yeah. Well, I don't think we need to bring it too like too many. I think like we should bring like probably like the people I cast water breathing on because I don't have any more. Because I could recast it, but like I don't think we need to bring more.
I think we should just bring the people who are going back to Planktown. Me, you, Omarosa, Bullbug, and Xerxes.
I don't think
Xerxes could.
Xerxes is gonna get in the water. Like that's it. Like I'm just gonna tell you straight up right now. He seems like he's not going to do that.
Well, here's the thing. He is the best one to get this flower and get the fuck out.
You see?
Because yes,
He
because
he
he can
can't.
go invisible.
Yeah, but he can't swim very well. Like the thing is, we got like this. Water breathing does not give you swimming speed. Like I'm
Oh
the
yeah,
only
his athletics.
I am the only character that technically has the ability to swim in this group
Yeah.
currently, outside of Shimao, but she is not currently here, and also probably would not want to get in the water either way.
Shimao has a swim speed.
Yeah, she's got it from her like because she's a ranger. She took one of the things that gives her basically gives you like a general thing
Okay.
or whatever. I can't remember, but yeah. But either
Yeah, I
way,
have athletics, which
yeah, which you can make up for, but
I
that's
just
why
like better.
that's the idea
Yeah.
behind casting the water walking, because then nobody has to care about that. And if we need, and the worst case scenario is that we basically water walk straight back up, and then we run to the ship as the thing chases us, and then we probably like either kill it while we're on the surface, where we'll have more of an advantage, or we get on the ship and try to go.
Um, yeah, so then I guess we leave Xerxes here and take the rest of me, you, Bullbug. Pass without a trace would probably be good in this
I
instance.
do not have that prepared.
GM, can I be over on my couch and I'm just starting to cast something? It's going to take me a minute.
Sure, go ahead.
As I
Uh,
begin casting Alter Self.
Oh, are you gonna want to come?
Better to get it done quicker.
Fair enough. I was just making. To be fair, I made an assumption,
And
but
this
like,
way I will probably be our best swimmer, and I'm going to take the water adaptation of it. So I now have gills and fins and web feet.
Alright.
So wait, are you telling me that Xerxes is now a better swimmer than the lizard man Grimlock? That's hilarious.
No, we're about this. He's actually slightly shittier still. That's not to be mean, but like mine is still 30 feet. His is going to be 25. But either way, he can go invisible and grab it, which is a fair point as
yeah,
well.
yeah, that's true.
I have to concentrate.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can go invisible. Okay, that's a
Nope,
good
he
point.
cannot go invisible.
But either way, I
I
can.
can, but only Grimlock. You would be the only one right now knowing that I can concentrate on multiple spells.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I thought you took off the crown.
No, it's not the crown that gives him that.
I have
It's the
something else.
feet. It's the feet that is made by.
Oh,
Drake-
okay.
Or not Drake, by.
And there's no reason why he can't wear the crown right now.
Yeah,
True.
But
I've
either
got all
way.
my. I don't
Yeah.
have my armor on, but I've got my other gear.
hmm Okay, well let's get going then. Let's all swim down there and see if we can get it. The thing is, I could turn into like an animal that could dart quicker, but then I'd have not a bad idea. I could actually turn into something, grab it quickly, then change back into Grimlock to cast the spell on everybody. That's not a terrible idea.
I mean, yeah, it is possible for you to do that.
Yeah, well,
Because you could octopus or a shark or a lot of things.
I'm just gonna sorry, 1 second. Just gonna take a look at my wild ships just to see. 'Cause I think an octopus, the giant octopus, I mean, is the fastest. The smaller octopus is good, but also would be. Yeah, it's also very stealthy.
I'm also gonna throw this on myself so I don't have to concentrate.
I would go with stealth octopus.
Well, even the giant octopus, despite being large, I think would actually be relatively stealthy. Let me take a look. Yeah, it's about the same stealthiness, and they both have underwater camouflage and both have ink spray or ink cloud.
So yeah, so I think that's our best bet.
Yeah, absolutely. To be fair, it'll probably be mainly me to grab it, but I might as well turn into it early. Maybe turn into the octopus because no real reason not to. Yeah. So
So as soon as we get down to the bottom of the lake bed, I mean the ocean bed, I will cast locate objects and find where this flower is.
yeah, we're bringing along both Bulbug, Fernier, and Omarosa as well. So,
Actually, as right before we jump off the ship, I cast locate objects because I remembered that we had problems with casting spells last time underwater.
have we been underwater before?
Yes,
Oh.
when we pushed a certain Shamal underwater.
Well, I don't think it should be an issue because I'm pretty sure last time I cast Water Walk, and if I couldn't cast that, then it would kind of be pointless. Because it's like the whole thing is if you're under.
Exactly,
Yeah,
Tariq is wrong.
yeah, okay. We didn't have issue with that one. Sorry, just making sure.
Yeah, I thought you said like your lungs filled up or something with water.
We've got water breathing currently, so we shouldn't. Even if we
Well,
did have,
I don't need to breathe either way.
and that's what I mean. But even if we did have to speak, it would be, or we'd be able to breathe the water.
Okay.
But I will turn into a giant octopus straight away, just because might as well.
Alright.
There's no real point for me not to. I think. I will also. I think I don't need you to do it, but I.
Alright. So yeah, I'm using locate object right now. Last for 2.
Alright.
And we swim down to near the bottom to see if we can start
Alright.
finding this thing.
With the pings, you already know where you're going, so...
Okay, cool. It looks like a devil fruit. It is a devil fruit, isn't it? That's like a devil fruit image, isn't it? I looked at it. I noticed the fucking like top of it. And like that looks like a devil fruit thingamajigger.
Hey, unique. I'm going to say this once and once only, and somebody's rubbing their mic a lot. If the other group that is looking for this flower, if any of them look like anybody from One Piece, I'm rage quitting. That's the enemy of the campaign.
Luffy punches you in the gut.
Yeah, it's gonna be Luffy and some Goldie fucking Rogers.
Okay, so we know where it is now. Yeah, we're gonna
Nah, the
die.
next boss, the next final boss, next boss will be Buggy, and then his entire crew of different body parts of him.
Oh God.
Around.
He's gonna be a Strahd zombie.
Yeah.
Um,
So we know exactly where it is. So
I basically get down and I communicate to you guys like, okay, so basically, I need to be within 30 feet of you to cast the spell. But do you want me to try to stealth in first and basically see if I can grab it then?
yes. Get
Xerxes, what do
in,
you
get in,
think?
get out, and avoid these other lookers.
That sound good to you too, Xerxes?
Yeah, and he's just kind of scanning everything. He only went down a little ways, but he's staying within communication. He just kind of nods, but just eyes open because we were told somebody else came this way, and he's just paranoid. He hasn't seen a ship. He hasn't seen anything. So
That is fair.
kind of
Mhm.
with our best eyesight, he's keeping out on everything.
Yeah. I will go down and have the. I guess the rest will stay back a little bit as I try to stealth my way in.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Okay, I do have advantage on this as I am underwater camouflage, just so everybody knows.
Mm-hmm.
And I make my stealth check. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Of course. Of course.
Come very near it. You feel something in the water.
Yep, there's the Hydra.
As you see a 6-headed Hydra. As you went straight into its lair to pluck the flower, it looks very angry. Roll me initiative.
Okay.
Well, the Hydra did not do very well on its initiative, so might actually be easy for you guys.
Oh, 23.
Oh!
I am ready for this.
Are we all rolling initiative?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Don't think that the initiative will last very long, but
Yeah, with the we have the ability to get away pretty quickly here. I
Well,
think
I haven't.
yeah,
I have advantage on initiative, but I'm not re-rolling this one.
doesn't even matter if you
you already
reroll.
you already rolled it, Tariq.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
don't know.
it
I
does
was
go.
making a joke.
Oh no, I mean this actually it actually has like the thing.
Oh
To
yeah, it
attack
does
with.
have the.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
actually
I
in
forgot I
there.
fixed it.
And you rolled a 20 and a 17.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, then Giant
Oh,
Octopus, your
Elmrose.
turn.
I grab the flower.
Yep.
Does that require an action or anything like that, or is that just
Object
a?
interaction.
Okay, so then I grab it, and I know it'll probably take an opportunity attack here, but well, let me take a look. Actually, what is the octopus's? I need to. I think I might just take the opportunity attack because it's probably for the best. Let me just take a shot. Yeah, because the Incline, even though it'd be good, after releasing the Incline. Wait. Oh, so it is an action, I think.
So
Okay.
it's an object interaction to grab it, the Ultima
Yeah.
Flower. It is a bonus action or an action, I believe, to transform back into your normal self.
Bonus action, yeah. And I need to get
And
close. Wait, am I like within 30 feet actually? Well, I need to
no,
get close to Omarosa.
yeah.
I need to.
Unless you want to leave Omarosa with a Hydra.
Well, that'd be kind of funny, but no. I'm going to swim out. I know
Yes,
it's going to take an
then you
opportunity
get an
attack.
opportunity attack, and then you face the Hydra special ability. Each head has its own reaction, so you get 6 attacks.
Fair enough.
And
Probably all of
1,
these going to hit.
2,
That misses, actually. I think.
3,
That hits, that
4,
hits, that hits,
5,
that hits.
6.
6. Okay, so that
So
is.
only the 12 probably didn't hit.
Yes, I believe.
I will
Yeah.
silvery barbs one of the hits.
And you can only do the last one because you were too late. So that's 7 damage.
Yeah, I was muted, so yeah.
becomes a 19 instead, still 7 damage, so
Perfectly fine. I did it so I can
Yeah.
give myself an advantage.
Okay,
Mhm.
so negative 12 for the first hit, 14 for the next. I think it might still actually be in form. That's all there is. 14, 14 again, 13. Oh, sorry, that didn't actually apply that properly. Oh no, I may have got knocked out of form, but I still have the movement to get away. Yeah, so I'd still have 13. Yeah, sorry, 13. So yeah, I got knocked out in the last one, and then I would have took 7 damage directly to my grip. Don't delete the token, by the way, because I used the giant octopus. So I would have turned into Grimlock once more and took 7 damage.
Basically, what I imagine happening is you're the seaweed octopus, and all the heads like rip apart all the body parts of the octopus, and then out of the corpse of the octopus, as the heads are devouring the seaweed, uh, swims Grimlock.
Yeah, the funny part is like Grimlock just comes out like, well, I guess I don't have to use my bonus action. I still have that left over, but I don't. But I don't really need it, so I come. I'm assuming I'm close enough to the people now. And then I will use my action just to cast. What do you call it? Water walk. There we go.
Alright.
And that'll cause everybody with who I cast it on to shoot up onto the surface, 60 feet per round.
Yeah.
So like it's pretty quick.
Luckily, I do not enforce actual
The bins.
Uh,
The-
no, I meant yeah, I don't know if it's called bends, but the waiting time when you go up from deep underwater,
yeah,
Yeah,
because else
so
you'll
what
all
happened?
be dead.
Yeah, with the pressure and stuff like that,
Yeah.
it's called. You get the bend, so the pressure differential just like basically kills you.
Mhm.
You bend over and you die.
But yeah,
If
we
you
go
all
straight
go,
back to the surface. I'm holding the
you went.
flower. Yeah. There we go. That was relatively simple, and I don't like that it was simple.
We need to get on the boat and go now.
Yeah. Let's get back on the boat.
They're like, payment, hurry up, sail away.
Ringo, take us back, take us back.
Sure thing, mates. And the boat starts sailing away.
It can't be that easy.
Don't say it like that. Don't say it like that.
And 10 minutes go off without any problems. Then another 10 minutes go off without any problems.
Oh, he's going by 10-minute increments. Crap. That's crap.
And another 10 minutes go off without any problems. And another 20 minutes go off without any problems. And then another 10 minutes go off without any problems.
Oh god.
And you've now traveled for 1 hour.
Okay, can I get a short rest
Yeah.
in that time, just since we were in, a kite or anything?
Sure.
Okay, I just want to spend one like hit dice just to make sure I have like full health.
I mean, I could
I
lay
think
on
so.
hands on you if you want it.
No, but like the hit dice is like cheaper. I'm just gonna use another one actually. There's no reason not to use hit dice most of the time, honestly. And then I also get my wild chip back. There we go. Good enough.
And the other hour also goes off without any problems. As after a 4-hour journey, you return to Planktown.
Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. I thought that would be. I was expecting that to be a lot more dangerous, but I guess to be fair, we did come up with a solution that did stop it from being as dangerous as it could have been. I also forgot that hydras get like their
billion
full
attacks?
range. Yeah, no, and I got neither got a billion attacks, but I completely forgot their reactions were based on the amount of heads they had as well. So I was like, oh, like one bite won't do anything, right? Yeah, I'm
Well, to
really
be honest,
glad
there
I.
was no reason why Grimlock would know that. Now he has a reason to know it,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
He
but
will
I would
remember
say as
that.
well, like I am glad I went with the giant octopus because the small octopus, like even with the best case scenario, I would only like maybe one of those would have missed my actual AC.
You know the chances of you getting two things like below like a 14 with advantage and it's freaking plus was
Yeah, yeah,
insane.
yeah. Well, my AC is not 14. My AC for my actual character is 18.
No, not your No. I'm talking about for the roll for the
Oh,
stealth.
the rolls. Oh, yes.
Because like the octopus has like a +5, right?
Yeah,
And
plus
then
5. Oh, I would
with
roll my
advantage.
there. But either way, we're back at the docks. There we go. See, that was done simple enough. Sorry, Xerxes. I know again that may seem over the thing, but I just didn't know what we would face.
There's no
You just
response.
Pat, pat.
Shimao,
Yo,
are you still in the? I understand it's a rough day. No.
It's stuck in my neck.
There's a cat mewing badly.
I make the most awesome hairballs ever. This is a big one.
hey, you make it sound like Donald Trump. I make the best
Best
hairballs. The
boss.
best hairballs you ever seen.
Huge,
I can't
huge,
do that accent that
I,
Monkey does.
I know, no,
huge
that's
This
fine.
is just how Shimao sounds when a hairball is stuck up her throat.
I know, it's just funny.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
it's
I was making a joke because Xerxes' cats are actually mewing sadly in the background. I'm like, Shimao, it'll be okay. Meow.
let's get going back on the docks and let's go and do what we wanted now. Xerxes, you can be free. We'll get this thing done, and then you're free to run around with, you know, whatever you wanted to do.
I'm gonna get together my chest of 800 electrum and 799 electrum, and
Could I?
I'm gonna make a list of the platinum and jewels and other stuff I'm throwing in there, GM.
All right.
Xerxes, I get one electrum, please?
Why? Okay.
Mark of ownership or whatever the hell.
Oh yeah. As the captain, I should have a mark to control you. Yeah, let's do that.
I think, like, I don't think we need to care about that. Let's just get this thing will allow us to move around no matter what, anyway.
At least in the living planks.
Yeah.
Not necessarily any other location.
Yeah, but we can do odd jobs for everybody in each plank to eventually get access to every plank. It just keeps it's like, oh, hey, you heard about that pirate crew? They're doing odd jobs to get to each other plank. It's just each time we go there, it's like,
Alright, so,
yeah.
Every job requires a fucking Hydra.
do you have the flowers?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. Put it here. Alright, here you go, was, 5 of you, right? Or 6?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 6. I think Xerxes already paid for himself, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Then you have one ready for Shimao.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
that's what I was about to say.
sorry. That's a good point. Yeah.
Here you go. She gives each of you she gives you 6 of those markings to have access to the living planks.
I will before we leave. I will bend over to Grimlock and say, "Sir, I would ask," and I'm whispering to you. I would ask a few more questions in your wisdom, like, "Hey, did the other crew have a ship?" And
Well, they had to have a ship.
yes, or could they possibly have gotten eaten by the Hydra? Or like a few questions.
Hey, I deemed it necessary in my wisdom not to know those informations. I promise it was all intentional. No part of it. It all went according to my grand scheme.
You just feel eyes staring at you through a mask.
And Grimlock turns around and just says to himself, "Grand scheme," as he awkwardly walks towards it's just like it's like a very stiff walk in the sense that like there's a part of him like you can just tell like there was no part of that you had to insight. Like he was very obviously a little bit embarrassed when he thought back about it. And it's just like my
He doesn't want to
grand
ask anything
scheme.
about it yet.
Yeah, he's just like grand scheme.
You just
Big
hear
brain
Come
lizard
on,
man.
let's follow him, Amanotep.
Oh, boy.
Of course, ma'am. And you just hear a face palm metal on a metal faceplate.
The Hall of
This is
Porting
my
Device.
life now.
Xerxes. Let's get going. I hand Fernier Bulbug there to
We've
Mark.
been over here waiting.
Yeah, that's what I'm handing them their marks though. And let's get going.
Into the living blanks.
Mm-hmm. And I would like to ask, can we take a little break here, just?
Sure.
Yeah, because I want to go have a smoke. I'll be honest. A little bit. Back in a bit.
You know how you can tell when somebody's been playing too many video games when they just automatically. You can tell that he's played too many video games and just press skip, accept for quest every time. Is anybody else here but me?
I'm here.
Okay. I just feel like she had a yellow exclamation point above her head. He was just like skip, accept. Like, do you even know where we're going? I know there's a flower involved and possibly a Hydra. Whatever.
Yeah, some games just have also have like too much unnecessary dialogue.
That's true.
Yeah. One thing that I remembered, I thought, what was that game? The World Ends With You. I thought that was such an amazing JRPG, but there was one moment that completely pulled me out of that game.
Oh,
This is like, alright, this is just, now I'm angry.
okay. Especially old school JRPGs, where it's just like dialogue after dialogue after dialogue.
You had it where you had to solve a riddle. And the riddle was basically you had to go to the house, or it was heavily implied you had to go to the house that was a 9 plus 4. So house number 13. Right? So I went there and it never triggered. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Where do I have to go? Where do I have to go? And I even like looked it up online, and yeah, you had to go to house number 13. So I thought the game was bugged. Turned out I had to talk to an NPC that gave me a large amount of dialogue to explain to me that 9 plus 3 plus 4 equals 13. And then the event triggered to go to house 13.
That's your own fault that you wanted to skip all the dialogue part.
That was the worst experience ever.
Well, I'm thinking of like most JRPGs where like the first 30 minutes is nothing but fucking dialogue that basically just says hero of the light, basically go and kick ass. And this is why the evil guy is trying to eat us.
This is why
Pretty much
people
every Final Fantasy game
yeah, it's
that
like
ever
what
existed.
they say it like when Final Fantasy 13 came out. If you play through the first 20 hours, it is the best game ever.
But it's
If you're
getting through
not
the first 20 hours.
Yeah. And you had the same thing with that game of Kojima that he made independent of Konami, Death Stranding. It was like, if you manage to beat the first 30 hours, you're going to have the best experience of a lifetime. Bloody 30 hours!
The same thing is true of a game I'm playing right now. What's it called? Dragon's Dogma 2?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you gotta get through the first 20, 30 hours. But, so, again, you gotta get through the first 20, 30 hours. Before it really gets good.
But it is a lot of fun still, right?
Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah,
so
because
much fun.
I really didn't like the first Dragon's Dogma, so I was like contemplating buying it. Because the first Dragon's Dogma, the controls were too janky for me.
Okay, it's got better controls now, but
Yeah,
if
it's
you really
kinda
hate
expected. I really didn't like the controls,
the
basically.
controls, then you'll
That's
like it
personal.
better than one. Yeah, if it's, but it's not that much better control wise than the.
Yeah,
It's a bit better. It's a bit
yeah,
better.
then I probably won't like it.
It's up to modern standards almost. It's not
Yeah,
quite Witcher 3.
but when it came out, Dragon's Dogma was also up to modern standards, but I just don't like the. I don't like the. I thought it was comparable to the Souls games type controls, and I don't like those.
No, it's not
And Monster
more
Hunter and stuff like Monster Hunter, I don't like those
Monster
controls.
Hunter games. It's closer to the Monster Hunter controls
Yeah, I
now.
don't like those either.
Huh? You don't
I
like
don't.
those either?
Yeah, I don't like the controls in the Monster Hunter games. I've tried several of those games, and I was like, nah.
My only real complaint about Dragon Ball Dogma 2 gameplay wise is that it's a little tiny bit and the
You
problem
beeped
is,
out
is
there.
like
You beeped out. Repeat the sentence.
it's a little bit floaty.
Ah.
So like it's easy basically to accidentally do something like that. It's like, and you got to stop a little bit before you would want to stop a run. You know what I'm talking about. It's
Mhm.
a little floaty. Like some games feel like rock solid. It's like, no, you're going to stop. It's, like what games are like have like rock solid controls?
Metal
Mass
Gear.
Effect.
No, I
But
wouldn't
Mass
say
Effect.
that. I'd say Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance would be a good example.
I haven't played that one.
Older Devil May Cry games.
Yeah, older Devil May Cry games. It was rock solid. Like that was the best of platforming.
Mhm.
Those Devil May Cry. Like you didn't feel like you were gonna overshoot something. Like you knew how much pressure to put on that controller to get where you wanted to go, and that it wasn't the controller's fault. It was your fault.
Mhm.
It wasn't the game's fault. If you missed that
Yeah.
platform, that was you.
And mostly Mario games, of course.
Well, yeah, but
But
like
those
they
were
are.
like they are the essence of how you make a perfect platform game.
Yes, and
For the
also,
context of a game, not necessarily for a story or anything else, but
legitimately in Mario, floaty is by design because certain, especially like Mario 3, certain transformations literally made you floaty, like the
I'm
raccoon,
back.
I,
I'm
like
back.
the raccoon, or turning into a cloud.
alright. Xerxes, you there too?
Yeah, I never left.
Alright, now we can start. You guys are going to the living planks. You guys are here. Same as with the harbor planks, the living planks are like 10 times as big as this, but we'll make do with this part of the map.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, the first thing you arrive as you like go on a long bridge of planks is that you arrive at what looks like a tavern, where you can see a band playing on a podium.
Let's go and see what we can figure out then, boys.
I follow Omarosa, waiting for start questioning.
Xerxes, as you enter the bar, suddenly a beep goes off. Beep beep. And everyone in the bar cheers. Hey! As they scream.
Norm.
As they scream and raise their glass towards Xerxes. And they sing, Adi mi ishiyu feryari. Adi mi ishiyu feryari. And they all start drinking. The barkeeper makes a sign towards Xerxes that he come closer towards him.
He will eventually, but still kind of one of those cautious things of being caught off guard and having never been in an actual tavern before, so.
Points at one of the chairs to sit on.
Alright, he'll kind of clamber up. I'll have Bullbug right behind me.
Barkeeper comes closer and gives you one large pint of ale as he sets it near you and basically makes a gesture of on the house.
Appreciate it. Yes. Give the guy that doesn't drink the free drink. But they don't know that.
Yeah, they don't know that. They just saw you enter and the bling went off
Yeah.
and they all started drinking.
I'm
gave
going
you
to
a
be
free drink.
looking around. I'm going to look around. Is the bartender one of me? One of the nomads?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm starting to, I guess, pick up that anytime there's a position of ownership or power, it's a nomad
Mm-hmm.
for the most part. All right. And I'd like to, and I guess this could have been on the way as well. I would have been looking for holy symbols of Heka as I went to see if maybe that was a fluke, maybe I didn't hear her right, something to see if there are any other marks of.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
You do not spot any holy symbols of Heka.
Okay. I'm just gonna be kind of taking everything in, just observing and looking about, trying to just take in the environment.
Bullbug looks like above you, like a menacing figure, and looks down. Xerxes, Captain,
Mm-hmm.
are you going to finish that? Points at the free mug.
No, here. And I will look at the bartender. Appreciate it, but I have to keep my senses about myself.
The bartender shrugs, and Bullbug is like, "Oh, yummy, thank you."
See, you treat a slave good, they treat you good. And I, just out of precaution of being who I am, I wait to see if Bullbug collapses over. Okay, it wasn't poisoned.
Sits down. Ah, that was great. Another.
Wait, are you gonna be able to pay for him?
Bullbug have no money right now.
Well,
Wait. Maybe I still have some. Give me a second. Starts rummaging through his clothing. Yes, the bull cards.
The bull card. This is a credit card, but it's just Bullbug's name stamped on it.
I would like one other fine print of ale of you, good sir. Alright, that will be either 1 electrum piece or 50 gold pieces. A bull cart only has gold on it. Alright.
Accept it.
Do they actually accept it?
The barkeeper
totally,
accepts it and gives it. Gives the
this is
gives
totally
the
in character. Xerxes is losing it.
gives him the 1 pint. Like, oh, wait, so rude. Do one for him, do one for her, do one for him, and do one for her. Xerxes, what would you like?
I'm good. I'm good.
Alright.
I think I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Out of character, Bullbug is rich as fuck. Also out of character, Bullbug's best thing I think in the last game was Con. He could like literally drink full of poison and he would be okay.
Oh boy.
So
As the barkeeper taps a couple of figs and hands one to Veneer, to Grimlock, and to Omarosa, and I'm on Hotep. Enjoy! Gives
Amon-
and Bullbug says, give yourself a tip. Good man.
Bulldog is like sweet talking this bartender, I feel like, in some ways. But yeah, Grimlock will take his drink and he'll just start sipping on it.
Amenhotep just nods, looks at Omarosa.
Oh, I prefer wine, but okay. She carefully drinks a little bit.
He doesn't say anything, he's waiting for her to give him permission to drink.
Oh, almost forgot. It's drinky drink time. Go ahead.
He just puts up his mask slightly, just enough to pour some. He asks, he looks at Omarosa, waiting for her to ask for a straw. He doesn't actually say anything.
As she starts drinking, not doing anything so far.
Actually,
Alright. So you, what is your, you're with, that guy over there, right? Points at Bulbog. What's your name? He, talks to Xerxes.
Who's talking to me?
The, barkeeper.
Oh, and just kind of scratches back of his neck. I'm Captain Silvertongue, just recently into Plague Town.
Ah,
Well,
congratulations on your birthday, Captain, Silvertongue.
appreciate. And like my first day here.
No, your birthday. You went over the line and the bing went off.
The fucking birthday line, that's hilarious.
When we have an enchantment on those planks. If someone enters the bar on their birthday, the bing goes off and we celebrate. Or at least when a fellow nomad comes in and does that.
question: what is today's date so I can write this down for my character?
I do not have a calendar system, but it is currently the equivalent of spring. Even though the climate is actually very neutral here
Mhm.
in terms of what it is.
I bend over and whisper to Omarosa, and I'm going to whisper it to you, Mr. DM, so she can ask this question. Wait, that is not unique. That's unique.
So, does anybody ever see anything of the higher ups here in Planktown, of Samwise or any of them? I've heard stories about them. I like. Need to hear stories about somebody, and if you eventually want to be able to claim you put eyes on them.
I've seen him a couple of times in here. Runs it up, but it's not a regular part of him being here. You know, Hecka's Chosen has it pretty busy.
Heck is pretty popular around here then.
Yes, no.
She
She did abandon
flower
us, but she'll help us again, hopefully.
Hey, I mean, My whole life I've relied on her, so
Well, then you're one of the lucky ones.
yeah. Luck is about how you deal with it. Even people that are unlucky can benefit from it. And he'll kind of reach across the bar for a handshake. And I appreciate your information and everything. And I'm going to palm an electrum to him.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, if they don't call me Captain Silvertongue because I'm a good talker.
You want to make some extra electrum or some extra help?
Maybe could always use money for some extra slaves. Or you're looking for?
No, I'm not in the slavery business.
No, you're looking to hire some people
Oh yeah, I'm looking to hire someone.
for muscle, or because I have my crew for that.
Infiltration. Need
He kind
someone
of
and for copying.
Ooh, you may have come to the right nomad.
Oh. Well, Silver Tongue. That would be very useful, yes, indeed. Simple. Now I have to look at my notes. There he is. Barkeeper Michael. I used to be a pirate, but I'm retired now.
Mm-hmm.
And now I just run this bar. Gotta do what you do when you hit old age, right? And I have this partner who's still
How old does he look compared to me?
not that much.
Okay.
I have a former partner named Jack.
Mm-hmm.
And together we raided a lot, and we had a lot of treasure, and we hid the treasure on one island a while back.
Yeah.
But during my travels, we both had our own map, and my map got ruined. And Jack was like, well, you don't get a copy of my map, now it's just my treasure. And I was like, yo, that's not fair. I couldn't help it that my map got ruined. So I need someone to infiltrate Jack's house, find out where he put his map, make a copy of the map, so that I can go and collect my treasure. Just a tip: don't think that you can collect the treasure yourself off of that map. It's
He was
not a
already
complete map. It's just some. The rest is here. Points at his head.
he was already starting to grin. Understandable. Um, is this Jack still alive? Do you know, or?
Yeah, he's here on Planktown. His house is a little bit further away.
Oh, okay. I thought his house was on a different island. I was gonna say that'd be a bit much to do to
No. It's a fellow
here in
nomad.
the. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's about it. Go into his house. Make a copy of the map. Bring me the copy of the map. I'll recognize it if you make a bad copy, though.
Oh, I understand. I'm not saying I will, not saying I won't. It'll depend on how things go. What's his house look like?
He like gives you a description on further
Okay,
ahead
yeah.
where you need to go to find it. And when
And
you finish this, I have something very valuable that you could have as a trade-off. And he shows a scroll.
can I tell what kind it is, or did I just see a scroll?
You just see a scroll. He hasn't rolled it out
Okay.
yet.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well,
This is some
I'm
powerful
always
magic shit.
eh, to people that don't have magic, all magic's powerful shit. But
Nah. There is weak magic and there's powerful magic. Like,
all right, well,
sometime, I've had wizard try and cast a firebolt at me, and then I pull out my gun and I shoot him in the head.
I mean, if you're gonna dispel magic, that's one way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, gun?
Yeah, it's one of the few things we still have from our homeland.
Huh.
Although they are rare and hard to make here.
Assuming that Xerxes has never heard of this contraption before.
Yeah, it's not
Okay.
a gun is not a native thing to this world,
Okay.
or this region at least.
Yeah. So not going to pry or anything, but what does Jack Jack look like, just so I know who to avoid?
Red hair, big nose, green eyes, misses one finger on the left hand.
That's the information I need. Awesome. And I'm just gonna kind of take this in. I'm not gonna like immediately jet off or anything like that. It's just letting people do their thing and taking in the environment as I'm going, and just trying to read the interactions of like how nomads interact with each other versus interacting with other people. If there seems to be a different language used occasionally or that kind of thing, that way I can let the other players do the stuff too.
Alright, and Marosa just asks on the barkeep, excuse me, can you tell me how this machine is how old someone is? Barkeep replies with not with everyone, only with our fellow nomads. And only on specific days. If someone crosses in on their birthday, when they turn 18 years old, then the ring goes off. No other thing.
Yes.
Alright, thank you. That is some advanced magic. Used to be better, but you got to make do with what you got, right? Well, I hope that explains everything, Amanotep.
He merely nods.
Alright. You look around. Grimlock.
Yeah.
From afar, you recognize a person on another piece of planks sitting there as she, looks and sees you.
Okay, I did see her down there, by the way. I was like, I see that person. I remember that demon.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Seems she's set up shop, here now.
Mm-hmm. Grimlock looks like towards Xerxes and goes, Captain, if you need me, just holler. I am going to go explore.
Yeah, you do that.
And Grimlock keeps going.
out of character, I just noticed a certain character of yours sitting at a table having a few drinks.
That's Captain Johnny Depp.
No, that's Captain Johnny Derp that
Derp,
Unique talks about all the time.
I love why it's not even John's name in the Jack Sparrow one.
It's Tonto version of Johnny Derp.
Oh, that's funny. But yeah,
I really want to talk to him, but I can't figure out a reason.
Hey, you don't need a reason. Sometimes you see an interesting person, you're like, hey, I want to go talk to that. Grimlock is basically making his way across towards her. With not like he's not doing anything menacing or anything. Well, to be fair, his presence, the way it looks, obviously can be.
Oh, she already sees you, and and she's waiting.
Yeah, he just moved over there. He's just going to go and talk to her. I'm assuming I can get across this bridge. There's nothing blocking me. Yeah, I was just making sure it wasn't like there's like, hey, there's no guys like, hey, buddy, you can't go across that bridge. That bridge is for the succubus only. As he moves his way across.
Hello there, Grimlock, I believe, right?
Yeah.
It's been a couple of months.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Who's that on the bed there? Is
This
that
is Captain Esmeralda. Do not worry, she's a naughty girl.
Grimlock communicates in her head with his telepathy? Just, is she under your thrall then?
Yes.
Good enough for me. How are you doing on this fine planks? This place is weird. I don't. It's planks. All planks, far as the eye can see.
Mm-hmm. They have some powerful magic keeping this all together.
It does seem that way.
Mm-hmm.
How did you find yourself here? I'm glad to
Oh,
see you are well from the situation, and I'm sorry again about any weirdness that happened with that.
uh, well, I did. Well, I did not get the crown, but I at least got to keep all the treasure that I had. So, at least in that regard, it was a good deal. I survived. I didn't go back to the hells, and I have a new setup right here. Although I am already a bit bored of this place.
Ah, I see. Fair enough. To be fair, there's not much more you can rot in a place like this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can guess that we're not exactly here because we're visiting for funsies, as always.
Oh no, yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that. No. So, what is your business here? Maybe I can help. We can make a new deal.
Let's see what we can figure out. Yeah, I see you. Despite your ways, you're a trustworthy sort. I know others may be more reserved against that, but I think you to be a gracious person in their own right.
Oh, thank you so much.
No problem. Well, you see, we're here to basically. He like kind of like throws his hand out a little bit. Get rid of this.
Oh. And how do you
Mhm.
plan to do that?
That,
Do you have an
uh,
army?
technically speaking, yes. Practically speaking, not at the moment.
Okay.
We basically are here for the purposes of uh, eliminating whatever powerful magic they're using at the current moment.
Oh. Well, that is something I can help with. Just a
Ooh.
little bit, though.
Well, a little bit is better than nothing. We're kind of working on very limited information, as we didn't really find anybody who was. Well, we never really could find anybody who was able to tell us anything about this area.
Well, do you want to know where you could find the thing that they use for it? That
Yes.
I'll give you as a freebie.
Ooh, a freebie.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Give me that. I'll take that.
Do you see those women there?
The water
Here,
dancers?
those here.
Oh, these ones. Okay. I looked at the water dancers originally, but yes. Oh, that. Yeah,
See
them.
those? If you go past them, you'll go to the place where they control the weather.
Mm,
But to pass them, you must sacrifice something to them. And it has to
mm.
be either a very powerful magical thing or a strong living individual.
Oh, damn.
Hmm.
Quite a price.
Yes, because that is called the holy planks, and only someone that makes a worthy sacrifice is allowed to enter the holy planks.
What about somebody who's a nomad? There are weird racial people here.
No, I don't think that goes for them either. But
Oh,
I have a solution for you.
okay. Shoot.
See there? Points at Captain Esmeralda. She is a powerful person, an important person here, and I can convince her to be a willing sacrifice.
I see.
If you want to know if you have any moral quandaries about her, these people were the people that brought the Crusaders to your lands, and she was the one that brokered the deal.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I didn't have much issue otherwise, but just makes that pot all the sweeter.
Alright, but you have to do something for me
Granted,
to get her.
I'll tell you right now, not giving up my soul. Like, just to
No,
get
no,
it out
I
there.
don't want your soul.
Oh,
Why
whose
would I
soul?
want your soul? You're
I don't
someone I can
know.
make a deal with.
I don't know, but plenty of people. It's just sorry. That's stereotypes, prejudice. My apologies.
No worries, I'm used to it.
Just
So,
wanted to be fair. Just wanted to make it fair that if there was any assumption upon that, that it would not
no,
necessarily
no,
be
no.
there.
As long as we can make useful deals between each other, there is no reason why I would have to claim your soul. Why
Cool.
would I? Why would I bring you to the hells for eternal torment when I can have you here doing useful stuff for me?
These are fair. This is fair. What is it that you would require us to do, or me specifically, whichever? I don't really care.
It doesn't matter if you can do it alone. That's also good.
Mhm.
But if you go back to the harbor planks, there is a slave trader called Wiz.
Oh,
He has a deal with me, and I still have to collect, but he has found an out in the collection. I need you to make sure that he comes here and that he's tied up to this bed here, and then I'm going to convince him that he needs to pay up to me and not my competitor.
oh, I see. So if you're able to wrangle him in some fashion and bring him back here,
Mm-hmm.
you will
Yes.
give us this one for sacrificial purposes. Is it one person per sacrifice, or is it like the whole crew can go past if they sacrifice one person?
The captain can make the sacrifice and then his crew can join.
Oh, interest. That is good. Just making sure, just because this place is don't get me wrong. I get monetary value is important, but Jesus Christ, the prices are outrageous in some places.
Oh yeah, it's completely fair when you start talking about Electrum, but anything else makes it horrible.
I know, right? Like I came here with a stack of gold in my pocket, and I'm basically Mr. fucking Poor Hands over here.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I can understand. Probably you had some issues. I know you're a treasure, but still, probably the gold became a bit of an issue in itself.
Well, I have that. I have that stored somewhere else, and you can always go to the. Let me look up the name.
Is there a goddamn trading
Yeah,
house?
there's an exchange
Yeah,
rate
yeah.
person
There's
here.
basically an exchange room, but I have to look up the name for the because I gave it a name, but I forgot the name that I gave it.
Though I imagine this exchange rate's probably better, but I'm assuming it's not crazy better. Though it's not going to be like 2 gold per electrum. It's probably going to be something like 10 gold per electrum, maybe.
Let's see.
But we'll see. I'm glad we let this one live. By the way, this is valuable, more than valuable.
I'm just saying, without Shabal here to keep us in check, I think we're fucked because Grimlock would give up the fucking store. He does not care.
Well, to be fair, she's off. What we can give up in this case is actually a pretty reasonable
You can
price,
go
though.
to the the treasure planks and talk to the people of the banking clan.
But you have to buy your way to get to the planks, don't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Nah, well, that's a good to know. At least we know we can. But do
You
you know
know,
the
if you want
exchange?
they just do a fair exchange, but yeah, you have to buy your way to get to the exchange point.
What's is the exchange rate like? 2 gold per electrum, or is it what
No,
is
no,
it?
no, like 2 electrum is 1 gold, so 1 gold is 2 electrum.
Oh shit!
Yeah, they have a
Mhm.
fair exchange, but the banking clan does require a payment to become a member.
Oh, okay. So they're
And
gonna
then you
like
can do it, and then you
yeah,
can redeem with their perks.
yeah. That's fair. This place, I'm not surprised. It'll nickel dime you every second you come around any corner.
Oh yes, it's a great place for business.
I can imagine this is just the place you would love to live. You love, in a sense.
Yes,
Um,
but I have to move on though.
that's fair. Well, I have no. I will see
The
about this.
this prophet here is seeing through some of my business, and there's going to be an end. But the prophet is a bit too powerful for me to deal with it.
That's fair. But thank you very much for this information. Actually, wait. I know you said it was a freebie, but I'm assuming, do you know what is causing this storm, or do you just, or not this storm, but this control, or is it just
No, no, I just know for sure that it's there.
okay? Well, that's fair. To be fair, like I'd imagine, even for somebody as powerful as you, it would be difficult to get access to such a guarded secret.
Thank you. I know I'm not that powerful.
Oh no, you'll be surprised. You're very much on the radar of powerful people in my mind. You may not be, maybe you'll say you're not as physically strong or magically gifted, but your ability to persuade these, and he points to like the girl over there, normal humanoids is very, very interesting.
Hmm.
And I could definitely see a future where I could use such talents.
Well, and I can definitely see a future where I could use your talents.
Hmm.
So,
Get a room.
We are, well, we're on a.
we're we're
I
on we're on
didn't.
a raft.
I didn't curiosity. This is like an open air raft with just
Yeah,
like.
basically the beds here have curtains, and that's about it.
Yeah, see, it's kind of yeah. That's just funny. I thought that was the case, but I thought it'd be funny. It's like, but yes, I will need to be going. Thank you for this information. I will relay this back to my group, and we will see what we can do, as this information seems more than valuable.
Okay. She waves goodbye, and Wea gives you a goodbye kiss.
Yeah, he mimics this, but it's like he like slaps his face because there's no real lips to kiss with. It's just like,
Hmm.
but he just like throws it back at her, and he walks. He'll start walking back, so you guys can get back to whatever they're doing. But I'll be
I,
walking my way
I,
back.
I'm just gonna say, I can't wait to see when you suggest to Xerxes that he sacrifice somebody.
Ah,
To
we'll see how it
get-
goes. But yeah,
or to
At the same
Amenhotep, or Shabao.
at the same time, Amonhotep, one of the one of the band players, this one,
Uh huh. My God, what a beautiful man! What a beautiful man!
he's trying to get your attention, like. Psh, 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 psh.
I bend over and whisper, "Ma'am, I believe I have an acquaintance."
Ah, and you can like she looks. Ah, he's also a slave. Well, you can talk to your equals. Go ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. I walk over and bow.
He like goes a bit lower because he's on a stage, and like and now speaks to you on the same length.
Is he like a dwarf or something?
Yeah, but he's standing on the stage,
How high is the stage?
about I'd say 8 feet high. Nah,
Okay,
less.
did he have to bend over?
Yeah.
Did he have to bend over?
Hey, hey, Mon. You look like you can carry yourself for quite a bit. How did you end up as a slave?
I hung out with the wrong group of people.
Same thing
Did he
here.
say Amon? Did he say Amon?
Hey, Mon.
Oh,
As in,
okay.
hey,
I was
man.
about to. Hey,
I'm, maybe, uh, I have a plan to escape.
okay.
Would you be interested in joining me on this escape?
Possibly. Why do you think you can trust me?
Because, there's not much else to trust. And, I want to get out of here. And better to die fighting, trying to escape, than to spend here the rest of my life.
All right. Is there any place we can talk that is slightly more private?
No, I can't leave the stage, else my master's going to get angry.
Uh, Go ahead, tell me what you need before the next set.
Do you know someone that's good at cards? Or good at arm wrestling or other games?
I definitely know someone who's good at arm wrestling, and our captain, I think, is. Do I know if Xerxes is good at like card games?
I have no idea if I have no idea if Xerxes is good at card games. I know Xerxes played one card game with Satyr, but that's about it.
Well, I definitely know somebody who's good at arm wrestling.
Well,
What?
my owner over there, like I'm not at. His name is Captain Johnny Derp.
Mm-hmm.
He he's he's pretty drunk,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe he can like be persuaded to bet numbers of slaves for little games, and then ownerships can be exchanged, and that is how I can get my freedom. And I, because our boat is still here, have a secret compartment in our boat where I can collect some extra gold and electrum, and then I can buy your freedom.
Interesting. I do have a few questions. What do you know about this area and these nomads?
I don't know much about the nomads. I know they call themselves that. And they're following someone they call the Prophet. Although sometimes they call him the Grand Captain.
Mm-hmm.
And seems that he points towards where the three clerics here are. Seems that that leads to something very important.
Oh. You wouldn't have any idea what it is, though.
No.
Okay.
But a lot of them enter there, and they literally have someone sacrifice to get in, or they
Sure.
give like very valuable items that get destroyed and then they're allowed in.
Mm. Interesting. Um. Yes, I think I could convince my mistress to uh play a few games with Johnny Depp. Um, while we're doing that, could you play a lively tune?
Of course.
Um, something like
Change the music.
yeah, like I'm talking about like a pirate shanty type lively tune.
Give me a sec. I'll have something for that.
I'm going to go over to Omarosa, tell her what was said, like whispered to her. It's like, could you could you please ask Captain Xerxes to lend us Bullbug for a few moments? So I'm going to have Omarosa go over and ask Xerxes to borrow Bullbug for a few moments while he's talking to the bartender. That's less a shanty and more of a calypso, but that's cool. I can hear the
limited
steel
amount of
drum.
pirate music.
That is true. Calypso is good enough for me, man. Hey, man. Hey, Ree.
What do you need me for? I'm on the tip.
Omarosa and I are going to make a little wager with that gentleman over there. And I was wondering if you would be willing to participate.
Sure thing. I'll charge forward.
Yes. Follow Omarosa's lead. So basically, I'm gonna have Omarosa go over there and say I heard you like a good bet, and uh have her bet that one of her friends can beat him at arm wrestling.
Hello there. I heard that you enjoy quite a bit of games. And I have a friend that enjoys a game of arm wrestling. Yardy! Yardy! I be Captain Johnny Derp, and I love me some games. I can beat anyone at anything. Yarr! Arm wrestling? What kind of noodle arm enemy will we be having here? That'll be this, the Bullbug. Bullbug. Said
Madam,
Cha.
remember that maybe you should make a wager with this gentleman, since he can beat anyone at anything.
Mm-hmm. You have quite a bit of confidence. I know exactly what. Uh, I need a enlargement of my slave retinue. And I like music. Those guys belong to you, right? Yes. Alright. How about uh those 5 if we win? And you, Captain Johnny Derp, get my favorite slave, Amonhotep.
Ozone, you smell ozone.
That's a pretty good bet.
Gertie, how can this slave be worth 5 slaves versus 1 slave? You need to prove his worth. Well, Amonhotep, show him that you're worth 5 slaves.
I pull out my staff of warning and give them a bit of a show. Hold on, I'm going to use athletics to swirl my halberd around and show them my weapons prowess.
That'd be just attack rolls, which
Oh,
probably is better than your athletics, but
yes, actually, sure. So glaive of warning.
Yay! He is a good fighter, yes. But I'd be giving up quite a bit of music. Can he also perform? Let's see.
I nod my head yes.
Well, go ahead and sing a song, Amonhotep. Entertain us. See, he can sing very well. Yarr, that is certainly worth more than 1 slave.
It is the most soulful baritone you have ever heard in your life. 22, good lord.
Yarr, I see he is worth 3 slaves at this point. Is there anything else that needs to be able to do to show that he is worth more than 3 slaves? Yardy! Yes,
I can do magic as well.
What type of magic?
My hands start to glow with electricity.
Oh, he's shocking! Go ahead and roll an attack with as you like. Ooh, that is less impressive. That sounds very dangerous underwater.
And then he starts to feel a little bit lighter.
Are you casting levitate on him? Give me a sec.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. There's a con save. Whoa, 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 whoa. He like grabs the table. He is excellent. See, he has telepathic powers. That is excellent for moving stuff around on your ship.
And you will not. And you won't fall around in the water.
Yes, that is worth 4 slaves.
I release the levitation.
As he slowly, gently goes down from the ability. But we still have, as Amorosa sits next to him, we still have 1 more slave to prove that Amonhotep is worth 5 slaves. So, what else can he do? I know what he can do. Amonhotep has healing powers. And he can heal any wound. Alrighty, give me a sec. Captain Johnny Derp pulls out a gun and shoots the person next to him.
Of course he does.
Misses. Shoots again. Does he now hit? I actually forgot. No. Misses again. Urgh! And now he hits.
4 points of lay on hands to the poor wounded fellow.
Oh yes, I like that one. That is definitely worth 5 slaves. So, we're gonna do this, Bull Boy. I am Bullbug, and I will not let my friend get captured by you. I will make new friends and make them do music for me. Alright, as they lock in arms. Alright. This roll is for Captain Johnny Derp. You need to win 2 athletics checks in a consecutive order. So they start now in the middle. And this is for Boulevard.
How drunk is Johnny?
Oh, I'm pretty drunk, but not drunk enough to give him disadvantage. So Bullbug is now on the winning streak. If he wins the next one, then Bullbug wins. The only way Bullbug can lose is if he rolled a natural 1. Yes!
Back to the middle.
So back to the middle. See,
Wait,
Bull
I thought, isn't this a check?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh no, I
Did you
forgot you
not,
have variant rules. You have variant rules. Yeah, that's right.
remember the rules. So now it's Johnny Derp again. 7. Bullbug goes again. He just says, my friend Kyra always says that you need to go for the dramatic outcome. As he puts Johnny Derp back into his position that it previously was. And now, alright, next one.
No, I thought he won 2.
No.
No, he won. You have to win them consecutively.
You have to win 2
Oh.
times in a row.
Okay.
And now for Bullbug. It's a draw. So they're still up. Johnny Derp again. Same instance. Bullbug can only lose if he rolls a natural 1.
Stop!
Oh,
You're trying to jinx us.
And
Okay.
Bullbug wins. Bull wins. Now play better music. Go. You are Bullbug slave now. You do. Bullbug.
Bullbug, they are not your slaves. They are.
They are
Amarosa's
my
slaves.
slaves. And for all you all, Amonhotep escort them to our ship.
Mm-hmm.
Shoof shoof. Escort them to the ship.
Yes.
And me and Johnny are going to celebrate, right? At a good game. And as Johnny like stands up, you know I want fearing. He's
It's like,
asleep.
gentlemen, I am to escort you to our ship, and we will be stopping by. If we pass your old ship, you may pick up your things.
Of course.
Wake. And I will go do that. But before I do that, I will inform Locke of the information I found out about there's something very important behind that
Yeah.
those three ladies. But it requires a sacrifice, and of
Yeah.
course we're not going to sacrifice anybody.
Yeah, and Grimlock looks at you and goes like, "Isn't it obvious?"
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, is that who I think it is over there?
Oh, where's that?
I point to the demon lady.
Oh yeah, that's a friend.
I will actually say hello to her later, but right now
Mm-hmm.
he gets serious again. Like he stops whispering, gets serious again. Escorts the gentleman to their ship and then back to our ship.
All right.
And
So they basically they stay at their ship, but they give you the reward from that they promised.
Mm-hmm.
They will give you 300 electrum pieces.
Woo!
They will give you 700 gold pieces. And they will give you one magical dagger, which is a weapon of warning.
oh shit, another weapon of warning.
Guess who would probably like that?
As they, so you write down everything down, Mono?
I'm writing it
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
I'm writing it down now. 300 in my.
Electrum pieces, 700 gold pieces, and one weapon of warning that is a dagger. As they say thank you, and that'll be enough to buy yourself your freedom. Are we free now too?
Question: are you planning on taking his ship? And
Oh yeah, definitely.
okay, yes, you are more than happy. We are more than happy for you to go.
And thank you very much, and bye bye. They wave you goodbye when they sail out with the ship.
Before you go, you have to do one last thing.
Sure, tell us.
Like as loud as you can, so he hear it.
Bullbug! Bullbug!
And
Yeah!
somewhere,
From afar.
Imhotep bows again and then slowly walks back to the tavern, going, "Damn it, you get me doing it now."
While he's gone, I would like to talk to Xerxes if Xerxes is not doing something in the meantime.
No, he's mostly lost in thought.
Well, he basically comes up to you and goes like, "Captain, can I have a conversation with you to the side here?"
Yeah. Hey, I'll turn to the barkeep. Can we use one of your back rooms?
Well, I don't really have a back room, but you can go in one of the houses that has an open door.
Okay.
Oh
Awesome.
yeah, because that was the rule here. Like
Yeah.
as long as it's not locked or guarded, we can just go inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, come with me for a second. It's important that nobody else overhears. He says this in your head, actually, with that part.
Yeah. I'll have
Um,
Frenier follow, and then she can just kind of keep an eye from a distance.
She can do this at the front door because she can be our what do you call
Guard,
it? The bouncer for us, and then most people won't come too near.
mhm.
And I'll move to the first house that's available, seeing if it's unlocked. This one up north, let's say.
It is unlocked, although it is dirty inside.
Yeah, it's fine. I gesture Xerxes over, going, "Come here, Fernia. Just stay here and just stand guard."
No problem.
Mm-hmm. And I go inside with Xerxes and I go like, "Hello, Xerxes. I mean, Captain Silvertongue. I should stop using that name. I may have fucked up, but it's fine." I said Captain earlier, actually, so it's fine. I didn't know they said Xerxes in here.
Yeah.
Well, 'cause I need to keep calling you Captain just to make sure. How are you? How are you doing? All right. Are you doing okay, lad?
No, there's a lot going on, but
I understand.
I'll put 2 and 2 together and get 5. It'll be all right.
I don't think that's okay. He's like questioning, looking at it. He's like even though like he's not dumb, he like there's still that second of like, is that how math works? And then he's like, no, I don't. But he's like, okay, I understand that you are somewhat overwhelmed, but I do have some information, and I think it'd be important to convey it to you at this moment in time.
Yeah.
I will talk to Amanotep soon when he gets back, but I think I want to get this to you first. Um, basically, I have found out. He'll say this in your head now because he doesn't care. There may not be overhearing devices or whatever the equivalent of is, but he's gonna just start saying it in your head for the most part. Um, basically, I have found out where they are keeping their weather controlling device, and
Oh.
I've also figured out a way to get there. Though it is not a very good thing to do, but it would be a way to get in.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you seen that platform that had those were they nomad? I'm assuming the priests were also nomads or the
Mhm.
clerics.
Yes.
You seen that line of nomads that were basically sitting at the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, those ones. They are currently guarding what they call, quote unquote, holy planks, which contains whatever they're using to maintain this spell. I did not get information on exactly what is maintaining the spell or how they're maintaining the spell, but it is there where it is made.
Okay.
And basically, um, the only like there's a few ways to get in, but the two ways you get in, sorry, are either you sacrifice somebody of at least relative strength or value, so not you can't just find some random schlub and throw them at them, or you give them a power, at least a I'm assuming a relatively powerful magic item. I don't know how powerful they consider powerful to be, and they will um what do you call it? They will take that, break it down, and use it probably to fuel their. I would assume actually kind of fuel their sorcery in some way, and then that allows them, and then they will allow us to pass. Though specifically, if the captain does this sacrifice, whether it be an item or a person, would be allow the whole crew to then enter the area.
Mm-hmm.
And I have made contact with a, uh, that demon woman we met like a while ago.
Yeah, the
You
one
know,
whose couch I stole.
yeah, that one. She's here, and basically she's offered a deal if we can find that guy called. What was the guy called again?
Wiz.
Wiz. That's what it was. Wiz. That guy Wiz, and bring him back to her. She would be willing to give us another person to use as a sacrifice. Though I know that would
Yeah.
be very unsavory to most people, and I know I know your
Yeah.
compunctions for death are not exactly great.
And yeah, I may be able to come upon a strong enough magic item that we can get rid of instead. Not to say that sacrificing an a-hole isn't appealing, but we've had a lot of death lately.
That is where I knew this would not exactly be to your tastes, so I am only saying that as an option. I am not demanding
Oh
we go
no,
do this.
if I had a way to bring certain people here, I wouldn't be at all above trading her somebody that I didn't like. But and then he kind of leans in because he's saying this out loud.
Nah.
Honestly, like 99% of these people aren't bad. And they're planning on attacking this place. That I don't know. There's going to be a lot of good people die if the prince's people launch an attack on this place.
But to be fair, they are. Whether they be complicit directly or indirectly, most of these people are profiting and doing better because of the violence that they are giving out. The vast majority of people here profit from the slave trade or from the murder and extortion of other peoples. Whether or not they be directly going out and doing so or otherwise, they may be nice, is what I would put it as, but good people. That is a bit of a different question in general. Just as fair warning, Xerxes, if you start to humanize, as they call that turn of phrase people like to use too much, your enemy, you will easily find yourself trapped in a moral quandary. I do not say this to be mean, Xerxes, by the way. I simply am stating the facts of the situation. And even though, again, some of them may be nice, what's going on here, most people would not consider good.
He looks you directly in the eyes, like he's maintaining eye contact with you in the sense that
Yeah.
like he's pressing like the point at this point, you know.
Yeah, like you'll be catching his eyes as they come across because he's doing very much the teenager thing of like his eyes are going around. He's looking at the house. You know he's listening because you've dealt with Xerxes enough that you have his full attention. But there's some part of him that's just meandering a little.
Mm-hmm. If he's seen that, then Grimlock would kneel down, like directly to like about your height
I,
anyway, and kind of like
I
take you by the
understand.
shoulders a bit.
I understand that this is a complicated situation. Your loyalty feels shifty because of the racial bonds that you feel with these people. But
And apparently it's my birthday.
apparently it's your birthday, which is good to know. We will note this down and we will have cake later. But
Is that a lizard
remember,
man thing?
no, I just like cake.
Oh, okay.
I heard it once somebody likes doing, like I'd seen it in a village once that people were having cake, so cake sounds good. And I don't know, you can have something other than cake. You
The
could probably,
Bulldog's gonna have ice cream.
oh yeah, we gotta make them ice cream. But back to the main point. Sorry, getting sidetracked. Um,
Oh, that's how Xerxes' mind is right now. He's like everywhere.
Yeah, he's kind of like the Grimlock just kind of like snaps his fingers a little bit to kind of bring his tension back a little bit more, and he's just like, I understand this is complicated, but understand that what they are doing here is not good, and they are not being like. Think about what if your people of your like. If they had got to Amberrock, do you think they would have said, there's good people in the streets, we will not take them as slaves?
No, but had we had a chance, we would have moved them to safety and
But if we were not
at
able to
least
do
saved as many.
But we could have saved as
They,
many as we can. But to allow this type of place to continue would only allow them to continually push their advantage. We come across a rare opportunity to stop something that most would consider evil, Xerxes.
but we've also found a place that if taken over and governed correctly, this may be what we're looking for. Grimlock is a place that no one else can find of safety. Like I understand get the bad people out, but with the proper leadership, a place like this could be a boon to the world at large.
Xerxes,
you see him like like kind of shake his head a little bit, like
I see where you're going with this. But to try to cut out the rot at the heart of this place would take too long and too much to do. There's no telling how deep it runs. Most of these people are content with their lives. They're mostly here because they are
And,
content with this type of life, not because they
and
came
that's
here.
where my plan I'm working on would come into play. And this
And
is where it catches your gaze, like that mentality he gets when he has a plan. He's just locked on you now.
what is it then?
They have a prophet. I think they need a new one.
Grimlock, Grimlock genuinely inhales. Okay, that's. I see where you're going with this already. But do you realize that. I'm just gonna put it this way, Xerxes. If they're having to um, sacrifice people to get in that area, I assume whatever magic maintains this place may not be morally sound no matter what you do. You may
Yeah,
be
that's something I want
becoming.
to find out. Is that being sacrificed to the magic, or is that what's keeping Samwise in power, or whoever? Maybe Samwise isn't the prophet. Maybe it's, I don't know, Satir. We haven't seen her for a while.
I, I, I just don't think it's gonna be here. I'll be honest with you, but I get where you're going with this. We need more
But we don't
information.
know what it is,
Yeah,
and we
no.
need more information.
Well, that's my point. Just before you make any decisions on whether or not becoming a prophet or anything like that may be important, we must consider all options. And for now, I do give you, say it's fair not to say that we should destroy this place, but do remember that this is not exactly the den of morality that you may want to take over. This place would wither without the slave trade very quickly, Xerxes. And it would not do well, honestly. It is only here mainly for the premise of staying out of the reach of the law. And the amount of misery it may spread without even you doing anything would be quite heavy. I just leave you with that. But just remember that no matter what sweet words they tell you and how these things may work, remember about your people in Amberrock, about the people on the boats that are with us, which are also your people from Amberrock, and how these people would not necessarily scoff at the idea of taking their lives. And Grandma kind of stands up at that point. He kind of thinks he's made his point of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Now we must go back. We will figure out a way to that planks if necessary. I understand that you have an idea of going and talking to, I'm assuming, their leader or something.
That's my next goal, is to deal with that, as well as, and it, nothing against the rest of the crew. There's a job that the bar owner once done that is to do with stealth and forgery,
Mm-hmm.
and he just kind of shrugs.
Yeah, that seems up your wheelhouse. That's fair
It,
enough.
it he apparently has a powerful spell scroll, and if I can get that and sacrifice that instead of a person,
Oh, that's actually a fair point. That may be an item of enough power.
and if not, he pats his belt where the crown is.
Fair enough.
I would much quicker give something like this up than a life, and you know that.
I do.
Although we could give up our own tap, and that's when he's walking out.
You hear
Just
in
kind
your
of
head.
mumbling to himself.
You hear in your head, shush about that. But you also hear in his head, but just again,
We
just
do have
find
2 days before they come to collect.
yeah, found out information that is our main goal right now. No
Yeah,
action should be taken outside of that.
I'm figuring out stuff and making little moves here and there. If you can't find me, you know the rules on the ship is you take charge. So
Sure.
I gotta start figuring stuff out here.
Mm-hmm.
But know that no matter what happens, I've got your back. I'm not going to make any insane moves without you knowing, at least.
Good, good.
Speaking of, can I have one of those scrolls of sending back?
Did I have one of those? I think I probably did. Didn't
I
you have
gave you
two?
all of them because you were
Oh,
stopping me from
yeah.
you were
No, I
stopping me
thought we had
from
handed them
panic
out.
dialing.
I thought we had handed them out, but to be fair, yes, I will hand you at least
Yeah.
one of them.
Yeah, I'll just take one, and then that way, and I don't know what I'll do with it, but I still have the other scroll of object invisibility.
Well, that
Mind
would.
you, I planned on trying to pull off some crazy prank with it, but I'll save it in case we actually need it.
There is a chance that in my head that like this is out of character, obviously, but like if we are trying to escape from this place and we're not able to call in the military, we may need that scroll to get away. So that's a fair point. Just as a fair point to remember
Oh
to
yeah,
keep it for now. Yeah.
But I could very well also go cast it on a trash can. I don't know.
But either way,
And just have
I
an invisible trash can in a street for a day and just get all the laughs out of people falling over a trash can.
yeah, leave this place now and then walk back towards the bar.
Yeah, I'll let him head back and just kind of slump in a corner for a little bit, GM, and just recollect myself.
All right.
Yes.
Saying like, just not so much a prayer to Hector, but literally like talking like you would to a friend, that kind of thing, explaining what's going on, and not expecting any reaction or response or anything. It's like somebody writing in a journal. It's just words, but it's comfort to him.
If Amenhotep is coming in at this moment and sees Xerxes go to the place
Oh no,
alone,
he's
No,
he's all,
he's in
he's
the
in the
house.
house. Yeah, you'd only see him currently would be Grimlock basically walking back towards the bar.
well, I thought he said Amenhotep was coming in, and at the same time y'all were having that conversation. So
Oh, I thought
I
you were
would have
talking about
seen
this
you
stuff.
two.
Oh,
We're in a different place.
Oh, okay.
you know, because we were
You
like
would
over
see
here. And
Grimlock returning to the bar.
yeah.
Grimlock, have you seen Xerxes? I need to speak to him.
Yes, give him a moment, though. He's thinking about things, and he's probably not in the best of mental states to talk to anybody at the moment.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need to retcon something. Before I came in, I would like to have purchased something.
What would you like to purchase?
Du-du-du. I am messaging it to you. One second, sorry. Discord keeps on closing for some reason. How much is that gonna fucking cost me?
We have the Electrum now, so it'll probably cost you a lot less.
Oh yeah, I do have Electrum. Yes, yeah.
Well,
I had it
possibly a
so.
lot less.
I pay with Electrum. 1,000 gold pieces.
Yeah.
I pay with Electrum. Good lord, dude.
The exchange rate outside of like Electrum
Basically,
is garbage.
basically, if you pay with gold, they just ask whatever they feel like at that moment.
Fucking insane. Alright, so I'll wait 10 minutes. Once I come in and talk to Grimlock, I'll wait for 10 minutes, but then I do want to talk to.
Oh, we're back to the scene, yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, but Grimlock's like, I'll also want to talk to you, Amenhotep, at some point, like to explain some stuff to you as well.
Okay, sure.
I'll
Let's
actually
do that now.
well,
Let's
yeah,
do that now, and then give him some time to.
I'll explain it in your head mostly, because you can just say yes or no answers. There's not really too much
Okay.
to giving you information. Just
Well, I'm not talking too much right now because of the
Yeah.
whole I'm pretending to be a slave.
yeah, basically he would just convey to you the main things of the conversation, which were like he'd be like, yeah, so basically that you're right about that. Well, I'd heard from the other source that that is the right place. And if we want to get there, we need to either give them a magic item of some power. Don't know exactly how powerful it has to be, but generally speaking, something like that. And we also need to, or we can give them a human, well, not a say human, a sacrifice of at least considerable strength of some kind. I can get that, but I've already talked to Xerxes, and he seems not exactly wanting to sacrifice people. I don't really care. I assume you don't want to sacrifice people either.
Well, I have a question. Who do they want to sacrifice?
Some random captain person.
Just a random captain person.
Yeah, somebody important apparently, but like, little potatoes to us really, I genuinely don't have much more information about her. Like, I didn't really ask what she was important for or what. I just kind of
You don't really ask in question.
my grand strategy.
Hear no evil, see no evil. That's my grand strategy.
Yes, I do.
If I
She
do
she
not
did
know it, it's not bad.
out of character. She did say why she was important, which is
What was the reason?
She
Sorry.
said the
she helped
Septuagint
the
said
Crusaders get here.
she said she made the deal with the Crusaders and how the Crusaders
Oh, yes.
actually got in Embark.
Yeah. So I would explain that part. Sorry, I just kind of forgot a little bit. But yes.
While I am generally against sacrifice, that woman would be put to death if she were caught anyway. So
Yes, but we
I
need
wouldn't
to...
feel too bad, and Satir would enjoy it very much.
That is true. But to be fair, there is other methods. Xerxes
Yes, yes.
seems to think he can get access to a scroll of some kind that may be worth enough to pass by them. So we'll
That
see
would-
about that, because, might be
Yes.
easier, actually. The other one does involve a kidnapping, or at least a coercion into this area, which may be difficult to do. And I said, well, no, I don't know. I'd probably need your help and probably Bullbug's to get him over here. If we were
Ooh.
to do that route. Oh, who? That guy Wiz, the weird guy with the kind of asshole. Tried to buy Buttlebug.
Oh, you did not tell me this. I
Yeah, I
mean,
forgot it. I kind of forgot about it. It's
I'm
part of my
arrested.
grand strategy. Just don't worry about it.
Um,
I'm sorry. Canonically, from now on, anytime I forget something or do something stupid, it's gonna be just it was all a part of my grand strategy. You just can't understand it.
You fell for my trap cards.
What was
Um,
what's your trap card? Oh, I fell in here. You didn't expect that, did you? Sorry, continue.
if you say it's all part of my grand strategy,
Yeah, I do.
I may have been born on Tuesday, but it wasn't this Tuesday.
Ah,
I think you were just going with whatever is fucking road that you.
It's a part of the grand strategy. Do not worry, oh man, chef. Your
Are-
your non-lizard brain does just not understand the grand scheme that I can see.
All right, Zeech.
Yes, that is one of my titles.
Anyway, I take it that our mutual associate over there is this idea.
Sorry, what'd you say? I didn't hear that little last part of that.
Our mutual associate
Mutual associate, what? Sorry.
is the one who gave you this idea.
Oh yes, she's yeah.
Well,
she's
since
pretty
both
above board.
I would tell her, if I were you, that
Mhm.
you will take the deal.
Oh no, I basically have. Like we just have to the deal is kind of like if we bring him, we do it. If we don't bring him, it's not like we break the deal. It's kind of like we do it and we
Well,
get the thing, and if we don't do it, yeah.
I think we should get the woman so that we can take her to the proper authorities for her crimes and find out exactly how she's bringing Crusaders in,
We could get that
who's
part.
making the.
We could probably get her to give us that part as well. We could probably I don't think it's gonna be hard. We could probably get that part, and then the proper authorities part is that's just. I'll be honest, like it's just busy work. That's extra work. Like sacrificing her to whatever deity or whatever thing they feed here would probably be easier. Oh, and I'm just saying, like we have to transport her, keep her captive. It's a whole thing. I'd
That
rather
is
just
true,
throw
but
into
at the same time, it will make a lot of people happy. It will give the authorities the ability to question her because I'm sure there are questions that we haven't thought of, and I'm looking you dead fucking straight in the eye.
His lizard eyes are blinking individually at this point, and
yeah.
but he still looks at you and goes like, "I still see no real objective reason for this, But let's put that on the back burner first of all. We need to
Okay,
figure out more information, more about where. And he does say most of this into your head, like the Prince Kareem is and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So like we don't want to do anything topsy turvy yet because we don't want to blow our cover before everything gets done.
But by the way, sir, and I will go back to the formal slave talk. By the way, sir,
Mhm.
unfortunately, the new slaves that were won from that individual over there passed out at the table, Johnny Derb, were overpowered me and took his ship and escaped. But in their haste, I was able to grab one of their belongings,
Mm-hmm.
and I will hand you about 50 electrum pieces.
Well, that's good. I like at least I have some chump change to throw around for now because
Yeah.
I need I'll be able to actually afford to do stuff, which is nice. Thank you very
Yes.
much. Just
Yeah.
good job. This is very helpful because I need chump change to walk around this place.
A little walking around money.
Like
A
literally,
little walking around money.
because like literally anything out of Electrum is just prohibitively expensive.
I couldn't even get one electrum piece this is out of character. I couldn't even get one electrum piece out of Xerxes, let alone out of these people here. It's like
Yeah. Well, either way,
we
that
no
is good
longer
enough
have to
for
go
now.
to the bank. But so I'm going to go.
What bank did you? I didn't tell you about the bank, but I'll tell you about the bank now because that'll make that easier.
Yes. Sorry, I thought you told me about the.
No, I
I
had forgot
apologize.
to. I would have actually, to be fair, I should have. Little retcon. I would have told Xerxes about the bank if that's all right. Just as like aside, like he would have told them they could do that, but it's not necessary. But if they
Sure.
need to, they can.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, and
What
I
kind?
also explained that to our Monotap.
What kind of mood is Xerxes in right now?
Crying in a corner. Like that's the best I've got. Like he's like admittedly I kind of bring you in a bit closer to not be overheard as much and just be like he's admittedly just like like this is a lot. It's like there's a lot of things going on, a lot of information he has never known before has been thrown at him very quickly. He's having trouble adjusting quickly, but I have
I'm taking
pressed
these nomads. Are his relatives?
well, they're at least the same species. When I can understand his confliction about the whole thing.
Is
But
that the name of the species? Nomads?
I've no clue. Only know that they call themselves nomads, but outside of that, I have no clue what if they have an actual species name or anything else. But so all we got to go on for now is nomads.
Also, that gentleman over there had this stick that shot out a ball of iron or
What?
or bronze or something.
Wait, who is
I
it?
want one. I pointed Johnny Dirt.
He shot out balls of iron. Oh, is that
Yes.
the firebolt that he was using? Was that? Oh,
Mhm.
okay. I didn't realize what it was. It's okay. Oh, that's neat. We can see about finding you something like that. But yeah.
All right. I'm going to talk to I'm going to talk to Xerxes now. By
Okay.
the way, you see a little note card. Sign this.
Sorry, why am I signing this?
Just sign it.
No.
Trust me. Have
But
I ever steered you wrong?
okay, sure. I will sign this note card. He's like eyes you suspiciously. He just sees it like that's a weird thing to ask me to do, but he's gonna like okay, and he writes in a language you don't understand, but he writes Grimlock.
Okay, that's enough. Thank you.
And
Uh,
he, yeah, sorry.
I was just gonna say, and then I go and talk to Sir.
Okay, and for Grimlock's sake, he's just gonna be sitting at the table with these three for now. But I'll be back here in a minute.
Alright. And Amonhotep walks towards the house where Fanir is guarding. Hey, Amon.
Hello, Fanir. I need to get in, please.
Give me a sec. Xerxes.
Whether he likes it or not.
I was going to ask, while they're having that conversation, could I have I wanted to know if there were windows in this building.
Oh yeah, there are plenty of
Oh.
windows.
I would have attempted to sneak off.
Alright.
Could I have
Just...
attempted to notice him?
No, wait. Before any of that. I assume you're gonna try and go from this house to this house.
Yeah, if I can see window to window, I'll Misty Step, and then once I get over there, I'll cast Invisibility.
Alright. Yes.
I'll remove 2 spells. Well, a spell
You know
slot
what?
for.
Xerxes! 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 If you don't want me to come in, say it now. Last countdown. 3, 2, 1. Veneer opens the door. He's gone.
Then I am done with him. Every time I try to make... I don't care about his... I have always tried to be careful of his feelings. I know he's going... But he cares nothing about anyone else's feelings. And
he has no
I
idea
am done with him.
that you went to him. I assume, or he just.
No, I'm telling this to Veneer. It's like Amenhotep is fucking done with
That's what Veneer
Xerxes.
says. Not really know that you're here, but I kind of feel like I've been standing here for nothing.
Again, he cares about no one's feelings but his own.
You wanna rest up in this building, or should I go with Grimlock and Amorosa to the table?
Go with Grimlock and Amorosa to the table.
Alright.
I will follow shortly. I'm going to go in the house for a second and yell to talk to my lungs. Xerxes, I need to speak to you for a moment. Please. I know for some reason you dislike me, but we are crew members and I would like to talk to you.
There will be like an audible like sound of not a bunch of people, but something he's done before. It's sounding like there's 4 or 5 people in the house next door just suddenly. And I will become uninvisible. And he's literally curled into a ball, and all of his stuff he's set out in front of him. And he's like lost in thought, but he heard that, cast his prestidigitation, and is working on his hopeful scheme so that we don't have to sacrifice somebody. I'm next door trying to save everybody's life.
Do you say that?
Yeah, audibly just, I'm next door trying to save everyone's life.
Alright, I will go over next door. Xerxes, I would like to talk to you, but I'm going to talk at you for one moment. I know that you don't necessarily like me for whatever reason, because I am one of the man or some other bullshit. But I also know that you are genuinely a good person. We just don't get along. But you cannot take your companions for granted. And you seem to be doing that. You only talk to Grimlock, you never explain to me your plan. And we are supposed to be associates. I consider us friends. But I am not going to preach at you. I am only here to give you this. And I hand you a bag and a card. And on the card it says, "Happy 18th birthday, Xerxes." And when you open the bag, as Amenhotep is walking out, there is a cupcake and a piece of coral.
And like as you get to the door, there's a very soft, like half broken thank you. And you can tell it's not a force, it's a genuine thank you, but coming from someone who anytime he has said words, it's been borderline tears this whole time, even for any reason.
And Amenhotep is about like, you can tell he is genuinely pissed, but suddenly the smell of ozone goes away. And he says, "Would you like help with your plan?"
I'm trying to see. I don't want somebody to have to die. I don't care how bad they are. You know me well enough. And he's literally like, all his magic items are in a pile. Like,
Well,
the ones that you didn't even know about are piled up. He's like, I'm going to try to trade everything I have.
don't, I agree with you, but I don't think
The
we have
only
to do
thing
that.
the only thing I need is that crown because I need it to get in to see the master of this city.
No, I that is true, but before we have to go sacrificing anything, because we all have input, I might have something to sacrifice as well. Why don't we see about getting that scroll that Grimlock mentioned, and see if that is worth?
Please understand on that one, it is a mission of stealth and forgery.
I understand, but what I'm
Not
saying is,
exactly your expertise, so I wasn't going to immediately suggest that out because we also have Bullbug, and he becomes a bull in a china shop.
well, I understand that. The only thing me and Bullbug would be good with that is as a distraction inside of here while you do that. But I am just saying, maybe that is a better plan than trying to sacrifice everything you own. We have options. We are your friends. We will help you. I understand that not everything, that all of this is emotionally complex, to say the least.
Let
This
me
is
let me ask you something that maybe you can actually be the one of very few to have input on this. Did you always know you were a Ganassi?
yes, but I never fit in. I was surrounded by people who looked very similar to me who I never understood and never truly understood me. I have been alone in a room full of 275 people. I think you know that feeling.
Yeah, for the last several years, I was alone in the city of GM. How many people in Ambrak?
I'd say over 1 million.
And because this is how he exaggerates,
yeah.
in a city of millions.
Hold on one second.
Mother calling.
DM, I did have something I wanted to do, but I think it's a bit silly, but it'd be funny, I think, if I could do that.
Sure, tell me.
I want to like ritual cast speak with animals, and I want to go to this little like platform a little bit, like it's obviously a little bit away from people, or maybe I'll go further. Sorry, just to see. I'll just find. Is this house empty?
Yeah.
Okay, well I don't need the house. I just need to be away from people, and I go to the back of it, and I ritually cast speak with animals, and I look at the water, and I go, "Hey, any of you sharky boys down there?"
Yeah, man, we're right here, man.
Oh, cool. Why are you invisible?
I know they probably don't know the answer to this.
That's
but
because our papa made us that way, man. Uses
Who-
magic.
Who is your papa?
Our papa is Rauvna.
Do I recognize that name in any sense of the word?
Can make a religion
Religion
check.
check. Oh, my best that back in religion. That's good. Like, good. Be like,
Back.
We are not a religious group.
God
Let's
damn
not
it!
make a
I,
religion
You're
I,
like,
the worst part is I have the visual dice on, and it was like I seen it roll on the 20 and then roll back.
No, just for real. I had to cut off the visual dice because it is
It's
Such a cock
sadistic as
tease.
fuck.
it's,
Oh yeah, yeah.
it's a total cock tease. Like
I
it's
know,
one thing
this-
with real dice, like when that happens once in a while, but with the digital dice, it's all the damn time. Like sometimes it even settles and then it just flips.
yeah.
Like what the fuck?
DM, could you
all
send
right.
me the written name of that? Sorry, because I
Sure.
do not know how
Sec.
you would spell that at all.
Give me a sec to send it to you.
Because even if I didn't figure out the religion check, that's actually very good to know. Very random, but good to know. We now know the religion that are most likely praying to. I thought this would be funny, but it actually did work out. Rahunya.
You have a negative. Oh yeah, that wisdom.
Yeah.
Rahufa.
I'm a
I mean
wisdom
intelligence.
caster.
Intelligence.
There you go. That's how
Yeah,
you write it.
Raduva. Okay, thank you.
So, what you doing here, man?
Having fun, basically, for the most part.
Oh, great, man. We're also having lots of fun, man.
Yeah. Is your papa the one doing all of this shit, by the way? Like this cool, epic stuff, like keeping this place afloat like this?
Maybe, man. I never asked, man.
Oh man, that's pretty cool, man. Um,
Think you can
well,
do something like this, man?
you think you can?
I think so, yeah. I don't
Oh,
know,
that
though.
sounds like sick nasty, bro. That's like epic.
Oh, yeah, great.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm about to rage quit. I'm
Why? Like Grimlock's just like matching the tone of his creatures at this point. Like he doesn't. But Grimlock's just sorry. It's gonna also ask
it,
if I
it sounds like
like
gangster rap Ringo Starr.
yeah. Is your papa on that like the plank with all the religious people?
Oh, yeah, man. Hangs out there all the time, man. He
Oh,
gets
that's
seals,
so-
man. I want
Oh,
some
that's-
seals.
Wait, seals? Like as in like literal seals or like seals?
Yeah, seals, man. Seals are delicious, man.
Okay, I
Pretty
think
great, man.
we're gonna take his head. Like I don't think it's actual seals, but he sees that in his head, and he's just like, "Oh, cool, man. Like if I got in this water, would you like eat me?
It depends, man.
What does it depend on, man?
Yeah, do you bleed?
Do I maybe."
If you bleed, man, we will all attack you, man.
But if
If you
I'm
don't
not, but
bleed, but if there's no blood in you, man, you're good, man.
oh man, that'd be wild, cuz. Um, but yeah.
Yeah,
So
man. Blood changes the mood a bit, man.
I see you're pretty chill, so I was kind of surprised, honestly. But I see that's probably because there's no blood in the water. Do you mean if
Exactly,
like,
man.
do you mean if I'm actually bleeding, or if I'm just have blood in my body?
No, like blood hits the water, we all go cranky, man. Then it's dinner time.
Oh, I see. So if you're okay, that I think I get what you mean anyway. Thank you, random.
Oh wow, cool. I didn't know what I meant anyway.
Yeah, neither did I, kind of in some sense of the way. But this is a very this. But like, yeah,
I've never talked to someone like you, man.
I've never talked to a shark like you either, man. Like this is a new first
Alright,
for me
cool,
too.
man. This is a great experience. Whoa.
Yeah, man. Like it's great. Like,
Yo,
okay,
you there? Yeah, man. Look, I'm talking to this guy here. This dude. Oh wow, cool, man.
hey, other shark dude.
Yeah, man. Oh wow, I'm talking to it too.
Yeah, like I'm a cool guy, like a cool guy who could talk to you because your god thinks it's cool that I can talk to you.
What? Whoa. Does Dad think we can talk to? Dad think it's cool if we talk? Whoa.
And you think to talk to it with like people like me because I can talk to you as well. That's why I'm cool because I can talk to you because your dad wants me to. and that means you shouldn't attack me because I am like cool with your dad, bro.
Oh, whoa. Oh, man. That's deep.
It is deep.
So, how long did you know her dad, man?
Like a while back, just didn't realize this was his whole deal, just kind of came around here and then I.
Everything here belongs to him, man.
Oh, that's so cool, man. I just found out about that, like, from you, really, because I just got here. But,
Oh,
like, yeah.
wow.
Yeah, cool place, though. Like, gotta say, your dad's pretty cool.
Yeah, man, he's the best.
Yeah. You wanna give me, like, a, a Fin 5?
Can give you a head, bud.
You're not gonna bite me, right? Like, because
No,
I'm cool with
man,
your dad.
it depends. Do you bleed easily?
Not particularly.
Alright, then, no problem.
I give him I high five his head, I
Alright,
guess?
and what he does is he launches himself out of the water and gives you a head, bud.
Okay. Oh, God, okay. That was an invisible shock to the face.
What
You,
amuses
at the
me is he's been
moment that he
having a
does
conversation
that,
with an
he
invisible
beca-
creature.
he becomes visible, but when he hits the water, he becomes invisible again.
How big was he?
Huge.
Oh boy, he's one of them. Oh, I didn't. That this saying, like, we all know how much damage those other sharks were doing. So, like, I'm just saying, if there's a huge shark, we do not want to be in this water, bro. Fuck no. Um, but like, I'm making friends with sharks, so that's pretty cool. But like, yeah, like, I don't think I have anything else to ask. I would just chat with the shark if he wants to continue chatting, and it is the most inane chatter. Like, he's just talking about
Yo,
different bullshit.
man.
He's just making
Whoa.
friends with the shark for no other reason than he decided that it would be funny.
And they're basically amazed by everything that you tell them.
I'm
Whoa.
also
No, you're lying, man. It can't be possible, man.
I also think it's very unlikely, but I'm also obviously trying to make it so that they like me, so that I can maybe get away with getting in the water at some point. But that is a later concern.
Um, at some point, another shark comes up to you, sounding like, "Hey, Essay, let's go smoke some coral, man." Because his one sounds just like Tommy fucking Chong. So there's got to be a cheat shark too.
Boy, but yeah, you can get back to those two. Sorry, because I know you're away for the call. That's
Yes,
why I was
because
doing that.
Xerxes was saying something. I'm sorry. Xerxes?
Yeah, I don't remember what I was going on about, so I won't worry about it.
Okay.
He's just working on various plans and ideas and
Oh,
everything.
no. I remember what we were talking about. I'm saying you were about to say something during his while he was talking to the
Oh no,
stoner sharks.
it was just that it was invisible, so like he had no idea even how big till it jumped out of the water.
Mm. Okay, so we were talking about being alone in a room or a city full of people. It's just like I I am honestly, now that we know your actual age, I'm only 3 years older than you, Xerxes. 3 years. We are very similar in age, and I know we had very different paths in life, but we both have a lot of family, and be it found family, whether they found you or you found them, or relatives that you have to fucking deal with. There's always going to be drama, whether you like it or not. And the thing about family is you just have to deal with the drama. Sometimes you just watch it go along, and sometimes you have to add to it, and sometimes you have to fix it to keep it from affecting everybody else. But the thing is about family and drama is you can't do it by yourself. The whole point of a family is you never do it alone. Anyway, you have plans to make. Once you finish them, please tell us them, not just not just Grimlock, and maybe we can help. Maybe we can add to it or detract from it. But I do not think you need to sell all of your things. I think we may be able to assist you with getting this doing this robbery of yours. We could provide either magical support or a distraction. Also, Grimlock might need my assistance with getting a certain. Do you know Wiz?
Yeah, just one of the people that live here on the Plank Town.
Yes. We might need to actually kidnap Wiz and give him to the Succumbus. Would you have a problem with that?
I mean, he's kind of an a-hole, but I wouldn't necessarily say he's like deserves aggression. But I mean,
I don't think
like
it's aggression. I think she just, what he told me, she just wants to have him honor his part of the deal.
who?
Wiz, the Succumbus we met. The last time with the one with all the treasure chests, who gave us one for the children?
Oh, Gene.
Jean, yes. You know me in names.
Well, that's what happens whenever you live in a city of millions of people. You get good at remembering names. I
I
mean,
live
if
in the
she
same
wants
city. I
somebody,
don't remember a damn name.
if she wants somebody, it's for one of probably three reasons.
Well, yes, they owe her something. She owes them something, or she wants to fuck them.
He's got does one of those expressions like "there you go."
So yes, but well, today has been long, and I am very tired. But I will say, it is good to know your actual age. That's.
Yeah,
But this is one hell of a birthday, and to find it out this way.
it's a first for sure.
Although I will tell you this: if you ever meet any of my sisters, or cousins, or aunts, or mother, you must never, ever, ever tell them of a machine that can tell you your age. They will burn this place to the ground. They will burn that man to the ground. They will burn whoever invented to the ground. And you see a look of total and abject fear in his eyes. He is absolutely serious.
All right. Yeah. So I will alert anybody before I do anything and come up with ideas. I do want to do a little bit of scouting though,
That is
and that
fine.
is something I can do. I
Yes,
blend in
I
here
know.
way better than most people, but also should just so you know where one of my plans is going. I cast disguise self. I look like Elizabeth.
Who's Elizabeth?
The paladin
Out
lady
of
that we
character.
killed,
Ugh.
the leader of the Crusaders. If I have to get in to see these people, this is who they've been dealing with, and they don't know she's dead.
Are you sure about that?
That's why I have to do some
Yes,
research.
please tell us before you do anything that could get us all very, very hurt or killed. But I trust.
Nothing I will do should affect anyone but myself.
You have plans to try to um save somebody that you don't even know. Everything you're doing will affect someone else, just not the way that you're thinking. But Xerxes, I'm going to tell you something. One, I'm glad that you answered me, because I was almost done with you.
I
A
mostly
man
ignore you because I know it annoys you.
That's not a.
I've never had a big brother to annoy, so
I would throw you into the water right now, but there are sharks.
He waves it. He still has his little gills and webbed feet.
There's still sharks! And you have already told me you have no combat spells. Anyway, enjoy your cupcake. It is your favorite flavor, from what I remember. One time you did mention something about some kind of berry. Tarek doesn't remember the name of the berry, but but Amenhotep would remember. That's like, and I will leave you alone. But you really should move back to the other house because that would just mean it. Because Femnia is a little upset that you just made her stand there for no apparent reason. Well, no, it's
No,
fine that you're in this house.
she was there doing what was wanted. If anybody came looking for me, and she was still guarding the place, she would have kept them run off, so everyone would assumed I was there. Coming over here, I was able to actually get things out and think because you went there looking for me. Anybody
Yes.
else would go there looking for me because a very large, scary woman with horns was standing outside.
Large? Yes. Scary? No. Anyway,
Scarier than you.
we have different ideas of scary and sexy. Anyway, I'm going to leave now. Enjoy your cake. Enjoy your cupcake. And you will notice there is one very large berry of whatever type you were talking about on top of the cupcake.
I don't remember ever saying anything about any berries, but
When you
you
were
never
at your
know.
uncle's bakery, you said something about a particular type of pastry with a berry in it. And I don't remember what type of berry it was. What's your favorite? When you were at his bakery.
Either, but,
I thought you did, but maybe we were like talking afterwards about it or something like that.
Because my uncle had a jewelry shop.
Wait, wasn't there a bakery one time? Because this Tarek could just be fucking confused.
I don't remember
Could
there
be.
being
I
a-
don't remember it.
We went
There was
to
a bakery.
We went to a bakery when, well, to get baked goods, but it wasn't specifically anything to do with Xerxes himself.
Okay, so Tarek got confused.
Xerxes
With
was
the
involved
stuff.
in the sense that he was there. I think that was like one of the first sessions he had joined us in, actually.
Yes.
But
Yes, he
like,
he
and I
got
think
something from the bakery.
he might have bought bread, but I don't know. I don't remember specifically any sweet treats being bought.
No.
Uh,
I
I can see
remember at one point buying a bunch of bread and handing it out, but that was
Yeah, that was the main thing, I think.
That
But like
I
that's
will
where,
remember, but
yeah, but
But
Well,
that was
obviously,
not
I got
long after I robbed that animal trader.
well. Then that is my fault. But
No, you're
I'm a
all
whole
good.
crap. It's like,
you put
yes,
a,
I got
you
you.
put a cherry. You still put a
Yeah,
cherry on
Amenhotep
top of
fucked it
it,
up.
and
What'd you say? Yeah, I just got confused. Amenhotep is like, I thought you said something about berries. Maybe you were allergic. I don't know. Anyway, enjoy your
No,
enjoy.
and now we discovered that
I
Xerxes is
appreciate the
allergic
thought.
to berries, and it's like,
That would be a good time to figure out you're allergic to something.
But you were about to say something, sir.
No, that I do appreciate it. This, like I said, this is definitely a first because no one ever knew, and I kind of. This will sound weird. I kind of want to just wander around amongst people like me for once, without any worry, even for 10 minutes, with no worry of what we're going to do to save this place, what we're going to do to save the prince if we save him, how
If-
we're going to do things.
Then do that. Go for a walk, clear your head, take Veneer with you.
And I've got a few ways. I'm going to see how close I can maybe get to finding where our Well, the
I
point
have,
is,
I do have a suggestion though. You tend to take, and I understand some of this reasoning, but you tend to take things on to yourself, and only you can do it, and you're the best shot for everything. I have been to war, and I have dealt with many people. When you start taking on the world's weight, all by yourself, all the time, and only you can do it, that weight will always end up crushing you. You may be the best at a specific job. You may be more suited to helping out than others. But if you're the only one who can do it, and you're trying to save everyone all by yourself, that never works out the way you think it's going to work. But that is just a little friendly advice from your much, much more senior friend. 3 fucking years. And I will bow and walk out. And go sit at the table with the others.
And with that, we are 22 minutes over time. I will say that that is a moment to end the session.
That's fair.
That is more than fair.